Oh, snap. People can see us.
Oh, no.
They can hear us. Because
Smells.
they played their cards right. Maybe they could get a sniff. I think that was the worst way I've ever put that.
I smell like broccoli.
That's the whole thing.
Hey, there's a Matt in the chat. That rhymes.
Chat
Just
Matt.
my camera.
Chat Matt. Hey there, friends. Welcome to the show. We're the Defenders of Kobold, and we're going to play some Forbidden Land by this company you may or may not heard of, Goodman Games. Wait, no.
Oh,
Free League Publishing.
Whoa!
I thought you were
And
just
stream
kidding.
is over.
And we're canceled.
And we're canceled.
Oh, jeez.
It was nice knowing everybody. Thanks for showing up.
Thanks for
see
showing
you never
up.
time.
Oh, Matt.
I'm joking. Free League's Free League. This is great. We even got their logo above Forbidden Lands down there. You're watching it on their channel. I don't need to fucking explain this shit. You know what you're in for. All right.
Are
So
we allowed to
know what
curse
they're
on
in
this
for.
channel?
Are we allowed to
Us,
do the
though.
swears?
no one told me not to, so I'm taking that as a heavy yes.
Matt?
They're not to ask for
Matt?
permission.
Matt?
Fuck yes.
Matt? Thoughts? Chat? Thoughts? Chat? Thoughts? You.
Oh no. That was truncated. I'm confused and disturbed.
He was trying to type really quickly, like you can't cuss so much. Oh, okay.
Oh, no. It's too late.
Oh, we're marked as
mature,
mature. We can say whatever the fuck we
yeah,
want.
we're
We're
totally
Gucci.
mature.
Oh, thank
Everything's
you,
good.
That's
God.
the right
Oh god damn
attitude
it, that
for
was
us.
gonna be tough.
Mature through the active
Sure
immaturity.
language,
Uh-huh.
immature otherwise.
Matt knows how we roll. That's it.
Badly.
Badly
That's how we
and
roll.
with many
Yeah.
single syllable 4-letter words.
That's it. So this is our kind of session 0. I'm hoping that you know,
Adam!
Adam.
Chat
Adam.
too.
Hey, Adam. I'm hoping that we're gonna go through character creation, and we're gonna get through like how all of your characters know each other, and then we're gonna do some play. Hopefully, we're shooting for a 3-hour stream today, so I think we can get some play in there. I think it'll be fun. Forbidden Lands is definitely it's a fun setting. It's got lots of cool little bits of lore in there, lots of factions to tie around. So people are yelling about Pete. Are those the brothers, Pete and Pete? Best show as a child. It was great.
I remember that.
Carbonite Games.
With
yeah.
Artie, strongest
Okay.
man in the world.
I had to say Pete on principle. I had to.
That's fair. Fair. Hi, Pete. Yeah. So I don't know. We could keep flapping our gums for a bit, or we could get into this. So first things first, let's do some introductions. I'll kick it off since people may not know us. I'm Chuck, HBIC over at Defenders of Kobold. We also run games on the Zweihander RPG Twitch, as well as the Goodman Games Twitch. We have a zine for sale. Dan dies at the end. On Drive-Thru RPG, for sale, 50 cents right now. Best tabletop role-playing game zine you'll ever buy in your entire life, and that will stand true for all of time or until we release issue 2, which it'll be here in a couple of months. So, but
So
let's
50 cents, that's some pretty good looking art for 50 cents.
cents.
I know.
50 cents, people. Can you believe it?
Can you
Every
believe
time
How
you-
much?
Every time we say the price, all I can think of is that terrible 50-cent game, Blood in the Sand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
mean the best game that's
The
ever been
best.
released
Crystal Skull,
on the
it's-
Xbox
Yeah.
platform?
it's kind of amazing. I play through it once in a while just because it's
It's so great. All right. Let's move on down. We're going to go in the order of the template here. So, Friendon, why don't you kick us off?
Hi, I'm Friendon. I play tabletop games. You can get me wherever Friendons are sold, which is unfortunately nowhere except Twitch. So I guess you're buying what I'm selling right now.
Ooh.
With that in mind, I make art for tabletop RPGs. I'm going to start streaming art soon. If you want to follow me there, that's cool. If you don't, please check out the Defenders of Kobold Discord. There are a bunch of cool people. I'm one of them, and the Discord is very fun.
These are accurate.
Allegedly.
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 Well, I mean, it is for me. It's all,
That's all that
subjective.
counts. Yeah. Jeff.
Yeah, I'm Jeff from Adventures in Lollygagging. Also play games on the internet. We play over on our own Twitch channel, twitch.tv/thelollygaggers, and we also play over on the Zweihander RPG Twitch channel, so you can catch a lot of our content there. And then we often get to play with these wonderful defenders. And yeah, join voices. Awesome. That's all I got.
Cool. Jake.
I'm Jake with the Defenders of Cobalt. You know, what those two guys said.
Okay. Cool story. Kicking down to the bottom row, Dan.
Right. I'm Dan. I'm the one who dies in the end, and we'll see how quick I die in this game. I'm kind of hopeful it's really fast,
Yeah.
but maybe it'll be at the end. We'll see.
We'll find out. Melissa.
I'm Melissa. I'm with Adventures in Lollygagging, and I also play games with lots of these folks.
There you go. Last but not least, Jen.
So I'm Jen. I'm a Defender of Cobalt. In lieu of all of that, I'm just going to talk about how uncomfortable I am right now because I have a device on my back that's zapping me every time I slouch, and this is my first time using it. So you get to watch me experience this in real time. So if it looks like I hear an exclamation point like Solid Snake and I snap to attention, that's because I've been zapped. So
That's great.
It's just a box.
feel the need to share with everybody.
It's absolutely great. So we got a lot of
Footprints.
great people swinging through. I see it. Irene. I already called out Adam. Oh, Janov.
Oh, it's old Jeff.
Yeah, it's old Jeff.
Yeah,
You-
I'm
you're
not
not-
old Jeff.
You're
You're
not
not a
old
nubile
Jeff.
Jeff.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Supple
young Jeff, but not
Yes.
old Jeff.
Yeah.
Supple Jeff.
Soft
I like
Jeff.
supple Jeff. I'm
Soft.
okay with that.
Ooh.
Supple
Supple
Jeff.
Jeff.
Oh.
Supple
Jeff.
Jeff.
That's.
Oh,
I thought
Sorry.
when I said it, it felt right. I'm not gonna
Oh.
lie, Jeff.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
we've spent some time together. I know how supple you are.
Where's Jeremy for that word?
yeah.
supple is a Jeremy word, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Does
Yeah.
feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
Feels that way.
So let's go ahead and get into character creation, right? So just so everyone's familiar with it, we're using the Foundry Virtual Tabletop, which is an amazing tool for running games online. I can't recommend it enough. It's so much goddamn work up front, but once you get it going, it's great. Only complaint I have is that it does chug a lot of resources right now, but it's pretty cool. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go through this together. We are going to need to make sure that we definitely announce what we're doing on each phase and what we got, because there's no good way for the look at that, Jeff updating things.
I got you. You were doing your thing. So.
Okay. So yeah, because there's no good way for the stream people to see it. So we're gonna go through this and talk about it every step of the way. So first up there, players, I need you to go to the Rollable Tables tab in Foundry. That's the little icon on the top right that looks like 3 lines. There's
Yeah, it's the hamburger menu looking thing.
yeah.
Hamburger with a tinier hamburger next to it.
Yeah.
I'm hungry for a hamburger. Thanks.
God, I wish I
everybody.
had a hamburger.
It is about lunchtime.
It looks like a bullet list for me. Every time
Hey,
I
give
look
me
at
6
that,
hamburgers.
It is a bullet
please.
list.
3 of them
Yeah.
small.
I got to do an outline.
It's an outline.
It is.
Yeah, it feels like an outline.
So yeah, in there, if you want to expand the Adventurers character creation folder, and then expand step 1, roll for Ken, and go ahead and click on that table in there. It'll open up the table, and everyone go ahead and hit roll, and we'll figure out what your Ken is. And then
Yes, we're starting off good.
there, once everyone's got that, we'll go around and figure out what your Kens are. Is everyone rolled yet?
How does one? Oh, there it is.
Yep,
It's
there's a
right at
roll
the bottom of
button.
that table. It pops
Yeah.
up.
Bing bang boom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jake got goblin. Yes.
Yeah, baby.
There you go.
Jen's an orc. This is working out.
Quick
There
food
we
for
go.
thought. Would it make sense to switch our roles to like private role for the time being, so we
Yeah.
don't have everybody else's roles
Nah,
gum up our roles?
nah.
We're all gonna be rolling huge.
I'm
It's
gonna
fine.
I'm gonna work out my scroll finger.
Yeah, you
today,
gotta
man.
just work out that scroll finger.
Okay. Just
All right, so Jake,
throwing it out there.
what's your Ken?
I am a goblin,
Ooh, nice.
and my
Friend-
talent is nocturnal, which
See,
is
should
starting to sound a little personal.
Yeah, yeah. So if
How
you
does it know?
want to click on any of that stuff, like if you click on nocturnal, it'll tell you what it does. But don't click on your childhood yet. We'll get to that here in a moment. Friendon, what'd you get?
I'm a human, which also squares in real life. I think.
Does
It
it?
tracks.
I think.
Maybe.
I could just
That
be
chest
sentient
hair.
chest
Sometimes
hair.
I feel like
Yeah, yeah.
we were playing so many games together that we're just like sharing a brainwave.
That's
it's
great.
wonderful.
Melissa, what'd you end up with?
I got a halfling, which is exactly what I wanted.
Oh, very cool.
Nice.
Jeff?
I got a dwarf, which is also exactly what I wanted. And I got
Very
the
cool.
true grit talent too.
There you
so
go.
I like that too. Yeah.
Jen?
I'm an orc, which I
You're-
love being an orc.
Nice.
So perfect.
Everyone's happy.
Yeah,
All right.
so happy.
And Dan?
I got an elf, so we'll see
Yeah.
how that plays out.
I still, I'm not entirely unconvinced that Dan doesn't have some elf in him in real
Yeah.
life.
I was gonna say, as fantasy races or heritages go, like elf kind of squares for Dan for me, for
Kind
sure.
of does, yeah.
Yeah.
Dan's trying to figure
Checks
out if
out.
that's an insult or not.
I don't know. I'll take it and whatever.
I still feel like bugbears are my spirit animal in real life.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Inside
right.
Dan's head right now, these lesser creatures are judging me.
So, all right. So we now have our kin. So when you rolled for your kin, it gave you now roll on this table where it says, for like,
Before we do that, should we talk about dragging things into our character sheets?
Oh, yeah, that's also.
yeah, hang on just a second. It's loud in here. Now you won't be able, you can drag that goblin talent into your character sheet.
Yeah, you just go to the talent tab at the top, and then you'll see the column, and you could drag that button from chat straight over into the talent. It's
You
so
can
dope.
drag it on.
This is so cool.
I
Oh
know.
my God.
When I tested it last night, I was like, "This is the
Great.
future."
Yeah.
It is.
So after that, let's go ahead and roll for your kin childhood. Whole lot of rolls coming through. I don't know if the stream can hear that. Maybe the stream can hear. Oh, I can hear it. It means the stream can hear it. That's how that works.
Oh, oops. I apparently sent 2 dice in.
Oh my god, every time something rolls, I can't scroll back
I
up.
know. Yes.
I know.
I think
that's why
that was
think
Dan's
this is good.
suggestion.
Well,
That's
the only
why-
problem is if it does it privately, can.
We're not gonna cheat.
Well, I'm not worried about
I
cheating.
don't
Just
know
like,
how
does
to
it
cheat.
show up?
What? I have
It
all
doesn't show-
5
it only shows up to the
attributes.
person who
It's so
rolls.
strange.
Let's do private. So that's
Okay.
It only
Self-roll.
shows up for the person who rolls
so
it.
self-roll.
Self-roll, I think.
Okay.
How do you do that self-roll?
It's in right by the die at the very bottom of that column on the right. You
Mhm.
see, it'll
Public
say
roll.
public roll. You click that drop down, select self.
Oh, got it.
There you go.
Cool.
All right. So let's give you all a second to check out what your childhood is. This also gives you attributes and skills. You can go ahead and plug those into your character sheet. And you're, if you click on the little journal entry at the top, it just tells you what's already in there. But just in case you want to save it for later. So let's
Going through this, I think was I the one who got? Yeah, I got Goblin. Okay,
Yeah. What was your childhood?
let me find out here.
Ah,
Oh, wildling.
I'll tell you what. When you're not expecting the zap,
Oh, it gets you.
More surprising than you expect.
it's pretty surprising.
I've been trying to sit up in solidarity whenever I see you jerk up, and I'm not enjoying it. I am not enjoying it.
Pretty surprising.
All right. So, Jake, we know your childhood. You're a wildling. Anything you want to say about your childhood before we?
My clan was a bunch of mavericks
Oh
who
my
didn't
God.
care for old lineages and pacts.
Yeah.
I grew up wild and free, and no one has ever been able to tell me what to do.
All right, there, Miss Palin.
All
All right.
Name my goblin Karen.
Oh,
No, that'll be my profession, Karen.
Professional Karen.
That's it. Let's see.
Okay, I'm assuming that I can't actually drag the attributes in there.
No, you'll have to
No,
manually
no.
punch
Okay.
those in.
That's fine.
where do you drag the childhood to?
You don't. It's not
Okay.
actually anything that needs to plug in.
Okay.
All right, Friendon, what's your childhood?
My childhood, it's sad. I was orphaned. I've never met my mother or father. Never had a family. Since I was little, I've had to take care of myself. It's hardened me and made me strong, but feeling of rootlessness gnaws within me. Accurate. Yeah, human. Am I rolling myself?
I
What is
think you
going-
are.
I think you are. That's odd.
He did get a 5 in stubborn, so it's perfect.
This is all checking out so far.
Yeah,
I am
it is.
rolling myself. No, this game is attacking me.
It is. Melissa.
So I am a loner.
Oh.
So loner is you've never felt at home among your people, always keeping to yourself. You grew up in the shadow of your comrades. You saw things they didn't see, did things they never imagined.
All right.
I'm going to shortcut and say I'm also a loner.
Oh, we got 2
Both
loners.
loners.
Oh,
Which is the beginning of any good buddy cop movie.
think it is.
Is that we're both loners.
Yeah,
think so.
that's right.
Yeah.
this
We're
checks
both
out.
mavericks. We can't work together.
Mm-hmm.
Just
You're getting a
lone
new
wolf pack.
partner, whether you like it or not.
Jeff.
I am a carver. Dwarves have always burrowed inwards and downwards, created life out of rock. As a child, you were fascinated by the art of shaping the mountain after your image. You became a carver, an engineer and builder who worked as much with the mind as with brute strength.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. And Dan.
I got hard studies. A learned man or woman took you under his or her wing and set you to studying the elder writings. The days were long and the learning hard, but in the end, you found the knowledge that was the key to the world.
There you go.
In the end, nothing else mattered.
Nothing else really
True.
mattered. All right. So next up, we're going to roll for profession. It's the same table for everyone at this point. So go ahead and click that roll for profession at the bottom of what just came up and do some rolls. I'm seeing a bunch of question marks.
Oh, so it still shows up sort of on the screen, I guess.
It does, but
less space consuming.
all right. So
You all got questionable professions from my
yeah, you
perspective.
did.
I'm
Yeah,
so
this
happy.
checks out. Oh, interesting.
So we all got 2 professions?
No, you should just get one profession.
Get one.
Okay.
I'm
I'm so happy.
I am so happy as well.
All right,
I'm
all right.
so happy.
We'll
My
get through
character
there.
keeps rolling me, so I'm just gonna leave the character named Friendon, I think, and
I
I'll
think
just play
so.
myself during this game.
I love this idea that you've been dropped into this world
Yes.
and you just play as this
That's-
artist, this
that's-
former artist who is
yeah.
now, yeah. No, I think that's good.
All right, Jake, what's your profession?
I'm sorry, Friendon, but I rolled a rider.
Yeah. Oh, I have the mundane animal list ready because that is my favorite combo.
Oh,
is
thank
Goblin
God.
Rider. Boar is probably what you want for a goblin. We
Oh,
can-
absolutely.
So I do
Call
want
it
to.
Fat Bob after that Harley Davidson motorcycle.
Oh,
It'll be
there
my
you go.
hog.
Your
There you
hog,
go.
yeah. I have 2 names for you: Piggy Sue and Slim Piggins. I had them prepared. If you want either one, they're yours.
Nice.
Oh my God.
All
That's
right,
wonderful.
Friendin,
Can I
what'd you
tack
get?
on? No, wait, let me
Wait,
tack
go
on
ahead.
because
Okay.
I am also a rider.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm an
Riders
orc
in the
rider now.
storm.
oh, there you go.
That's a nice visual.
You could pick a wolf as your
Or-
mount.
oh,
and be
no.
a wolf rider, a lone wolf rider.
Oh my
I'm an
gosh.
orc.
It's
I'm
a big
gonna-
wolf.
And your wolf will be named
It's a big
Loose
wolf.
Cannon.
I'm gonna
Well, you
ride
just
like
gotta-
a dire wolf.
Well, you just got a horse that you named Wolf.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah.
checks out. Or
Yeah.
or maybe Jake's goblin can ride your orc and
I
then
will
writing
pick a
something
bear.
else.
It's
I
like a little
Matt's
pyramid.
suggestion.
And then put
Fair.
like a
On our
trench
wager,
coat
everything.
over them, and you'll be able to get into like any place you want.
It'll be great.
They got into an NC-17 movie.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Friendin, what's your profession?
Scandalous.
My profession is peddler, and as you could tell at the start of this, I was peddling myself, so I feel like it's apt.
It's all coming around.
I need a second to see what on earth my daughter's doing.
Okay,
Okay.
you go do that. All right.
While he's doing that, I'd like to ask, how do I scroll down on my character sheet? I see like wits and empathy, but I can't scroll down on it.
Let me see. Open up Jake's character. You see
Do I need
wits,
to drag it
empathy?
anywhere?
Okay.
Yeah.
She's just slowly cramming all of her possessions under my bed.
Oh, that's fine.
Do I need to drag it anywhere that I'm a rider?
No, this
It's
is
just a type.
plug your profession
This is
in.
just a type in the
Yeah.
Oh,
top
got it.
right.
Jake,
Okay.
Right
you
under
can
your
use
Thank you.
name, yeah.
the pop
I
out,
see it.
the pop out mod to open it up in
So
a new
Jake,
tab.
what do you? I guess I'm not catching where you scroll down at. Your whole character sheet's up
That's
for me.
exactly it. I see attributes, conditions, strength, agility, and then I see wits and empathy, but only wits and empathy. I can see the very tippy top of one of the boxes.
Oh,
Mhm. Maybe you just don't have like a resolution.
Can you make
big
the
enough.
box
Is
larger?
it a resolution
Use
thing,
the-
maybe?
Use
It
the
is.
pop out link at the top. Try that.
Yeah,
See
It
Yeah.
if
doesn't
Pop-out
help
should help.
either.
Doesn't.
No.
okay.
Hmm.
I don't know.
If you want, I can open up your sheet and key them in for you real quick. If you want to.
Well, I don't have anything for those
Yeah.
two. I'm just.
I'm gonna guess
yet,
it's
anyway.
some weird resolution thing. Foundry does complain a little bit when it thinks your resolution isn't high enough.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I've noticed that it complains about that, but I don't know how to solve that for this.
I don't either. For now, when
Is
we
your
get to
window full
things
screen?
that you need to plug in, we can just plug it in for you, and we'll figure out how to fix it as we move on or off stream.
Yeah. After the stream, I have a couple tricks that we've got working
Yeah.
for Jeremy. It might help you too.
Cool.
Okay, so Friendin, you're a peddler.
Mm-hmm.
Melissa, what'd you get?
I'm a druid.
Oh, there you go. That fits.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah. Jeff.
I'm so happy. I got a minstrel. I have a dwarven minstrel with 0 in performance.
That's
It's
beautiful.
the greatest thing ever.
You know
That's
what?
what I like to carve
it's not about
and
the
perform.
talent. It's about the earnestness, Jeff, and
Just
I really
gonna be
feel
a-
it when you play. You know,
Just
I
a
feel
bunch
it.
of poetry and ballads.
Yeah.
My hope is he plays the jug in between poems.
It's so good. I'm writing that down. I play the jug. Okay.
That's beautiful.
Anytime you can tee-hee during character creation.
Oh,
That's
I'm so
good.
happy.
All right. So, Jen, we know you ended up with a rider as well. Dan, what do you got?
I got a rogue, so we'll see how this
Oh, there
plays
you
out.
go. You've been playing a lot of rogues here recently.
I know it's odd.
Yeah.
I've been playing
Go team
vagabonds and
butt
rogues.
stab.
Yeah, go
That's
team
right.
butt stab.
Wait a minute, I may or may not have a virtual background for this. Yeah, there we go.
That's
Nice.
beautiful.
You might have to send that to me, and I can put that up.
All right. So next up, you're going to roll for your talents, your professional talents. So go ahead and hit that next roll table, and it'll tell you what your talent is. There's a lot of traffic going on down the street, so if you hear weird cars and stuff, just deal with it.
And this is another thing you can drag into your sheet.
Yes, this will be a thing when you get your talent. You can drag that onto your character sheet. No, Matt, it doesn't look like we got any fighters, but who needs a fighter?
I'm a lover, not a fighter
real
anyway.
Weird.
Why?
Fighters.
I'm real weird.
What'd
This
you
just
get?
got real weird. I
What'd you-
got sorcerer.
Wait, that shouldn't have happened.
Wait, you're
I
a
wrote
sorcerer
it.
orc?
A sorcerer orc. I rolled from my profession or from. Oh wait, did I roll professions table?
Yeah.
Did I collapsed the
Oh.
wrong
You rolled
thing?
again.
Okay,
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
no, I collapsed the wrong thing. Oh no.
So you
no.
need to roll. I'm sorry, you're incorrect. You need to ride the
I'll get it.
roll the.
I got it.
can-
I got it. I was like,
Alright.
what is happening? How is that possible?
I guess right now is the formative event. That's what it is, right?
I just got
Oh, no,
so
talent.
confused.
Yeah.
I realized I rolled on the writer talents. I'm like, wait a second, I don't have a mount. What are you talking about?
Oh, thank
Yeah.
God. I was like, I don't know if sorcerer makes sense for me.
Yeah, that
Although
does. Not.
sorcerer orc is a really good portmanteau, and I would have been here for
Yeah.
it.
All right.
Oh.
This here. Anyone got a real cool? Well, let's just go through it. Jake, what's your talent?
My
Yeah, try
talent
and
is Path
bring
of the
surprise on my face.
Plains.
Say that again, Jake.
Path of the Plains. My mount is fast like the wind.
Oh, very cool. Friendin.
I got, let's see, adaptive, which lets me spend a willpower point when I'm about to do a skill test, and it lets me use any attribute to do that skill test. So basically,
That's
as
pretty
long as
cool.
I'm good in one thing, I'm good in most things. As
That's
long as
very cool.
Yeah.
Melissa.
I am trying to figure out how to read it. There we go. Okay, path of shifting shapes.
Oh,
I am one with feral creatures of the world and can assume their attributes or even take their form.
Ooh.
that's pretty cool.
You're a formidable opponent.
Oh my gosh. Jeff.
This is just getting better and better. I got Path of the Song. My beautiful voice can captivate any audience. You can even torment the listeners if you so choose.
That's
Basically, I can spend willpower points to draw attention of people in close proximity and get them to stop what they're doing and stuff like that. Oh, God.
Jeff, you do have dulcet tones, but it's always been your eyes for me.
I'm going to sing in this voice, too. It's going to be wonderful.
I'm a dwarf. You're not. I like you a lot.
The poetry would be terrible. Oh,
So great. Jen, what'd you get?
So after rolling correctly, I got Path of the Night. So I am a master at fighting mounted. All the effects of this talent require that I am mounted and I'm on an open zone in combat. So I'm riding my bear everywhere. I can spend willpower points to draw extra initiative cards during initiative and choose the best card, which is really cool for my rank 1.
That sounds familiar.
It kind of does.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm always drawing extra initiative cards.
Yeah.
Nobody steal
Chuck will
my
just
card.
steal
Gonna take him.
Nobody steal my
Everyone
initiative
steal
card.
Oh,
Jen's
it's
cards.
definitely not. Who would do that?
All right. Dan, what'd you get? Besides chicken nuggets.
I got. Sorry, I'm trying to feed myself hastily here. I got Path of Poison.
Oh, there you
An
go.
assortment of poisons that count as tiny items and don't encumber me. And I can pull a dose of lethal poison with potency equal to willpower combined by 3. So
All right. So
apparently I have to restock it if I use it, though.
probably, and we can talk about how the dice works. Everyone, all your resources should have like a dice value, like a D8, D6. And as you use those things, there's a chance it decreases the dice value. So the inventory, the amount of things you have, it's not a hard set number, but there's always the risk that it decreases and you'll have less than what you need. But let's go ahead and roll for your formative event. We have construction going on nearby.
I got a permission error on my rogue formative event.
Let me go look at that.
Yep.
Character creation, rogue. Formative
I just
events.
while we're vamping here, I just want to say that what I did, what I got, the final sentence of it is 3 words that are some of the most beautifully juxtaposed words I've ever seen written out in the human language, and they're simply "receive a donkey." Receive a donkey is the final sentence. How do you not love that sentence? Receive a donkey.
Dan, do you want to give that a shot again?
Yep. Do not have permission to view this roll table sheet still.
It's a roll table sheet. Okay, that's somewhere
I
else.
do the wrong thing.
No, let me go
Maybe
fix
it
that.
changed.
Try it again.
There we go.
Okay. So with this, you're going to get an item. You're going to get an additional talent. Let's go through and figure out what everyone's, formative event is. So Jake, what'd you get?
I was a caravan guard, and I just reloaded my game, so just a second here.
That gives you a spear, and it gives you
Yes.
the Pathfinder talent, which is a very good talent to have.
What does the Pathfinder talent do? I am a master at finding the right path through woods and over mountains in the wilderness. And I can poke stuff.
Yep. So, as you all move through these hexes, you'll pretty much every time you move into a new hex, you're going to have to roll a lead the way test to see if you can navigate through the hex. And the Pathfinder talent gives you that bonus. So it makes it a little easier for you to, lead the way. All right.
That's because I'm a maverick and I don't take orders from people,
Yeah.
even
Right.
though I was a caravan guard.
Yeah.
I got a little
Maverick
desperate for
caravan.
money. You know how
Right.
it is.
I mean,
Well, it taught you not to have a caravan in the world.
oh my gosh. Friendin, what'd you get?
I got Wanderer, which allows me to travel on foot throughout the wilderness for a long time without stopping for rest. Basically, my endurance roll is modified by a +1 when I'm forced to march. So,
Okay.
Also got Wanderer with my pilgrimage.
Okay. There you go. Jeff.
Dueled a rival.
Oh,
A rival saw me as a thorn in their side, and for a period our fates were intertwined in the most troublesome ways. Love, money, and work, mostly love. In the end, it was too much. I was challenged to a duel, and I was injured. But maybe my rival is still out there somewhere. So it gave me a short sword, and I am a sword fighter. That's my talent.
There you go.
nice. Makes sense with a dwarf short sword.
Yeah, sure.
There you go.
It's fine.
There you go.
It's fine.
Wow,
I'm okay with
racist,
that.
but
I'm
okay.
Oh my gosh.
No, just size appropriate.
Yeah.
Size of proof.
I thought it was a longsword.
Just the dwarf is just leaning forward the whole time, getting zapped by a thing on their back.
All right. Jen.
It's too real. I'm also a caravan guard.
Okay.
Ooh.
I've got a lot of shared things with people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Actually, Jake and I share a lot of stuff.
Mhm.
Well,
Jake
it'll
and I
help
share
to tie
two
the team
things.
together. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan.
Maybe us wanderers wandered up to your caravan. We've got 2 caravan guards and 2 wanderers here.
Yeah.
And I should wait.
Go ahead.
Should I be adding the skills numbers to the sheet as
Yeah.
well?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, got it.
Stole from the wrong person. It was the perfect crime for a while. Oh, let me see. This is scrolling off the side. You stole something valuable from the wrong person at the wrong time. You were hunted and had to run for your life. I get lock picks, and I get lightning fast.
There
That's
you
my
go.
talent.
There you go. All right. So now we can talk about character age. So if you all want to click on that now, how old are you, character age? Everyone can be young, and it means your character, your stats, and everything are as they are right now. Or you can choose to be an adult. And if you become an adult, you have to reduce one attribute of your choice by 1 point, but you get a roll on your formative event table again. So you'll get another skill, you probably get another item, you get another talent. If you want to be old, you need to reduce 2 attributes of your choice by 1, or your 1 attribute by 2. And you get to roll twice on the formative events, giving you a choice for 2 additional talents, even more skills, and another item. So, anyone got any thoughts on that? Jake?
I'm gonna take a hit off of my empathy
Okay,
because I don't give a rat's behind what people think of me, and I'm gonna have another formative event.
there you go. Brendan, what do you think?
I like my stats, and I think I'm fine with staying young. Normally,
Okay.
I'd burn some stuff, but you know what? I'll take a hit too. I'm going to take a hit off strength. I think my guy's not very strong,
Okay.
and I'll roll again.
Melissa?
I am also going to. I'm debating between adult and old.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. I'm thinking I might go old because
Go old again.
Yeah.
Why not?
89-year-old elf or 890-year-old elf, I suppose.
There you go.
In 840 years.
Weren't elves different though? Like elves are
Elves
always
are
adult.
different.
Yeah, there's
Oh.
something different about.
Let me open up
elves.
the
Oh, no.
Elven kin.
I break the rule.
They do.
Yeah, there was an age thing with elves. It's not in that. It's in the book.
It's not there. It's somewhere to deal with. It's probably going to be in the game rules. Maybe.
Let me
It was
lean
in
over and
character
cram some more
creation.
fries in my face.
Age, right there. Elves don't age in the normal sense. Technically, they all count as adults. Dan, you have to reduce 1 attribute, and you have to roll again for another formative event, and you will be locked in as adult.
Okay, so I'm just adult forever.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then which of our talent possible talent producing things do we roll again on our formative events?
Your
was it?
formative event. Go back up to your formative event and roll that again. Jeff, were you staying young or?
No, I'm gonna go old.
Oh, there you
So,
go.
I'm gonna drop a
You're
point
doing
from
what I would
agility
do.
and strength.
You're doing it proud, Jeff.
Yeah, and I'm going old. I'm
There you go.
Cockney lover, singer of dwarven lullabies and such.
Lecherous is probably where I'd put it.
You're the Tom Waits of dwarfs.
I am the Tom Waits of dwarves.
That's great. Jen?
So I have a 5 in wits right now.
That's pretty good.
And I don't know if I need a 5 in wits.
You gonna go adult?
I think I'm gonna go old.
Oh wow. Okay.
I think I might
you
drop
go.
my empathy by 1 to drop it to a 2,
Yeah.
and then my wits down to a 4.
All right, you've all sold me. This has got to be a
Yeah,
crotchety old.
we're gonna
fucks
go
run.
old.
I'm going old too. All right.
Yeah, yeah,
I
we're
got
having an
the-
old boys party. Here we go.
I got the same talent again.
Does that mean you get a rank, or do you have to roll again?
I'm not sure.
So I go all the way back up.
Yeah, the same thing happened
to
too. I rolled the same formative event.
Formative events.
All right. All right. What's next on that?
All right, I gotta find my.
Chuck,
Yeah.
I think those of us who re-rolled got duplicate talents. Is that normal?
Yeah, what do
Did you get
I
a
also rolled
different
the same
formative
event.
event?
I got a different formative event, but I got the same talent.
That's no good. Let me see. What formative event did you get? Rob the.
I got Band of Robbers, and the first one I had was Stole from the Wrong Person.
Let's see. Band of Robbers.
I got a dupe too. A few of
Dupes
us
are going to
did.
happen. So what I would recommend for those of you who got a dupe, you're going to take the second rank in that talent.
Okay.
Okay, just
So if
take
you-
it rank 2.
Yeah, if you go into the items tab up top, items directory, expand talents, and then go down to general talents,
Okay.
you can find rank 2 for that. So
Okay,
there's
you can also
6.
search at the top.
Yeah.
So I also rolled a second event, but I rolled the same thing twice. So I lived as a hermit for a while.
Okay.
apparently.
If you got the exact
Makes
same
sense
thing
with the old
twice.
age.
Well, I was going to say, if you got the exact same thing twice, I'll let you re-roll that second one if you want.
No, I re-rolled the second one and got the same thing on the second roll.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
So
I'll go
it
to
was meant to
second
be.
roll.
okay.
Okay.
So next up is...
Could you add 1 to my animal handling, please?
Yes, we can.
Thank you. Thank you.
My. Do we want to read our additional?
Yeah, let's
things?
go through that. There you go, Jake.
Thank you. Thank you.
So yeah, if you want to... Yeah, I guess pretty much everyone rolled, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. We all
Uh,
decided be old and be bold is what we're going
might
for
as
here.
well. All right. So Jake, what was your second formative event?
I think my second formative event I'm going to write as my first formative event in my
Okay.
character's timeline, but he was enlisted. He joined a company of soldiers. Maybe he joined of his own free will. Maybe he was conscripted. With his comrades, he braved many hardships, including battles, long marches, and harsh weather. But in the end, something happened to make him leave the company.
Oh my gosh.
And then for the third one, he got cattle herder. Actually, I think I might make that the first one. Let's just do reverse for all those
Okay.
events. He herded livestock to greener pastures in the Forbidden Lands. In the daytime, he guarded the herd from horseback. At night, he slept under the open sky.
All right. Friended.
Mine all kind of make thematic sense too. I'm an adaptive wanderer already, right?
Yeah.
Well, I am fearless. Not
Yeah.
even the horrors that lurk in the Forbidden Lands move me, which allows me to roll my insight skill as armor. So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
And then I have a sixth sense because the hairs on the back of my neck stand up when enemies lurk in bushes. My scout roll is modified by +1 when people try to ambush me or I perform a sneak attack. So my dude is kind of a skulky, wandering hermit man's,
Okay.
and it's kind of working out.
That works. Melissa. Oh, you got
Yeah,
hermit
lived as a hermit.
twice.
Yep.
Okay.
So that means I got Pathfinder
There you go.
twice.
Jeff.
All right, so I got the sword fighter like duel to rival thing again.
Yeah.
So I have been having a very long repeating duel with my rival for a very long time. We just
Okay.
keep showing up. It might be a Highlander thing. I'm not sure.
Mm.
So then my other one, because I went all the way up to old, was Sharp Tongue. I am a master at formulating scathing abuses that can unhinge even the most steadfast enemies. Very good at manipulating, and I get a loot.
Oh, nice.
And I finally get points in performance. Finally, this is a minstrel.
So everything's coming up Millhouse.
Everything's coming up Millhouse. He's gonna die like 5 minutes in.
So Chuck, if we roll the same thing for like adult and old, does that mean that we can move everything up to level 1? Like if we're supposed to get 1 endurance, we can get 2.
Yeah. So if you got duplicates, add them together.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Jen.
So I also got enlisted.
Yeah.
But then my second one that I took was Did you get the same horseback fighter, Jake, from yours? Is that what your talent was? Okay, so yeah. And then I also got Step Rider. So I rode across the everlasting steppes of the Forbidden Lands and lived simply by hunting and selling meat and animal hides. So I have a short bow now and a rank in Tanner, which is great because I also upped my rank in animal handling, which I really needed. And I got a bow, which is helpful for the horseback fighter because now I can be Legalorc and shoot a bow from the back of a horse.
Nice.
Well, with that Tanner talent, you're really running a full house of talents there.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh my god, I hate it so much.
Oh, I got it.
I hate that joke so much. It really hurt.
Yeah.
That one really hurt. Yeah, everybody's feeling it.
Dan, save us.
It's too early. It's too early.
Should we trade the scathing tongue thing, Jeff? Because I seem to physically hurt people when I speak.
That's fair. Yeah.
Dan, what'd you get?
Let me switch back over here. I got a band of robbers. Apparently, I'm all about the thieving here.
Oh, I like stealing. Might as well.
Disappeared in the woods and joined a band of robbers that lived off peddlers and caravans who stumbled into their path. And maybe that's how I ran into you guys.
There you go.
Life in the forest was carefree and good for as long as it lasted. But in the end, the robbers were ousted from the woods. I get a short sword. And I moved up to lightning fast and rank 2.
All right. So next step on this is going to be redistributing a skill point. You can take, or 1 attribute point. You can take 1 attribute point from one area and stick it into another area, as long as it's one of the key attributes for your kin or your profession. So like humans, their key attribute is empathy, and a peddler key attribute is also empathy. So Friendin, if you want, you can take a skill point from somewhere else and stick it into empathy. And everyone else, if you look at I've got all the kin and professions on that table. You can look at what your key attributes are, and you can shift a point from somewhere else into one of those. The max you can have in anything is 6, though. So if you've already got 6 in one of your key attributes, you cannot increase that to 7.
I think I'm fine just how I am.
Okay. It's completely optional. You don't have to, but it's a place where you can get a little bit of customization in.
I'm assuming mine is strength. I don't have my thing up anymore.
You're an orc.
Orc, yeah.
Key attribute is strength, and you are a rider. Key attribute is agility. So you can move something out of anything and increase your agility or your strength by 1.
It's hard because I rolled a lot of stuff into wits.
Yeah.
I rolled a lot of stuff into wits. Like I have scouting, survival, and insight. And my wits is like a 4 right now, which is really good.
Yeah.
But my agility is a 3.
It's not terrible.
That's average, for a 6-sided die.
Do I want to min-max? Like, do I want to like maximize and get like a 5 in like my preferred one? Or is that like...
The catch is you can only move 1 point.
Right. Yeah. I'm at a 4 for strength, so I'm okay for now.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, if you're going to do any min-maxing, this right here is the point where you could do it. So you could pull something out of wit and get your...
I'm going to pull something out of wit and
strength,
get my strength up
and
to 5.
agility. Or your strength up to 5, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone, if you're done moving things around, now we can get to the fun part and figure out how you all know each other. Now, this part, we do have a table that's optional. You need to figure out how you have a relationship with everyone else. So you can either, if you've got a cool story idea, you can just go with that. Or if you can't think of something, the two of you could roll on that table together, and that will form your bond on how your characters know each other.
I'd like to posit something, Jeff. Since you have the ability to infuriate people with your song, I think as a wandering kind of vagabond, I caught you going to these caravans, of which several of our people are a part of, and performing. And as you're pissing people off, it increases the odds that I'm going to get their coin instead of you. So I'm kind of like a suckerfish on the side of your ship, a mollusk that's getting the minerals that slide off you and down to me. That kind of thing.
No, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
So I'm gonna put as relationship with Frendon's character. Frendon is a suckerfish on
Yes.
my teat of life.
Yeah, 100%.
That's
I think Jake and I were in the service together.
Yeah.
That sounds
makes
about
And then
right.
we both joined a caravan guard as like it's like that when you're like in the army and you become like a bodyguard afterward, or you're a marine, you become a
Yeah.
bodyguard afterward. So
Yeah.
There you go.
Instead of Blackwater, you're Black Riders.
Oh,
it's too early.
yeah.
It's too early. What day is it?
Who even knows anymore? All right. So, yeah, each one of you will have to have a line for everyone else on how you guys know each other. So, I guess we can just work through this. We'll start with Jake. Jake, how do you and Frendon know each other? And you two can collab, or if you can't think of anything, just roll on the table.
I'm a peddler, so maybe I kind of wandered into
Maybe
your
you're part
caravan
of the
camp.
caravan.
Yeah, why
Okay.
don't Jake and I formulate together, since we both have
Yeah.
our shared like pre-background, like the way
Okay.
things like branch together.
Okay.
So whatever Jake wants, I'm down for.
So the three of you know each other because Frendon was a merchant in the caravan you all were guarding.
A
That sounds
peddler,
good to me.
kind of like hawking some wares, but also
Yeah.
maybe slightly beggary, given my wanderer background, like things
Okay.
I found around the wasteland, kind of thing.
There you go. Jake, how do you and Melissa know each other? No.
Not sure.
So I was a wanderer and I spent a lot of time as a hermit. So
Well, let's roll.
you,
See
you might
here.
want to.
Fought a blood battle.
Oh my. Get out of that hermit hole, you.
Here's an idea
I mean,
for
that
this.
the fought a bloody battle thing would go towards why I'm not enlisted anymore.
So I have an idea on this. Maybe, Jake, you fought in a bloody battle. You were badly injured. You wandered off in a dazed, confused thing. And then you came across this hermit out in the woods who was kind enough to,
Make sure I didn't die.
Yes.
point you in
Me
the
and
right
my true
direction.
empathy gave a shit about you.
Well,
gave him
mainly, it was
spaghettios
just like,
until he
quit
was self-eating
stealing
them.
potatoes out of my fucking garden. Here's how you
Yes.
get back to civilization
Yes.
or something like
and,
that.
And more of the like, I can't send you back because you're too far the frick away from everybody. So I suppose, grumpily, you can go hang out in the shed for a while.
Yeah. There you
Get
go.
in that shed, you filthy homeless creature.
Yeah.
Always comes back to the homeless creatures, doesn't it?
Oh my gosh.
Doesn't it always come back to the homeless creatures? And here we are.
So Jake, how do you and Jeff know each other?
What are you
well,
again?
what- I'm a caravan guard now.
Okay.
So it was something about you.
Right. So I know that Fred and I were doing something because I'm a minstrel, and so I play around caravan, and I get people angry, and that gets them to pay money.
Well,
How was it working again?
So my thinking is you're not doing the best job, so I know coin isn't leaving their pocket when they're around you. So I always set up my camp whenever I see you. I'm like, the other performers, they're getting the gold. I'm gonna go where you're at. How's that feel?
So are you calling? I'm doing this intent. If I'm doing this intentionally as
we're
some sort of underhanded racket,
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that works. We can work that angle so that way you're getting paid and you're actually talented, but just your music
he
is
can-
driving them my way because it's bad.
Okay.
Yeah, he can be a merchant, or not a merchant, but
So that would mean,
a fella in the caravan.
yeah.
Right.
So Jeff, Jen, and Jake, you three know each other again, traveling in the same caravan.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Where do we got? We already established how Jake and Jen know each other. Jake and Dan, how do you two know each other?
I was contemplating that I try to rob the caravan.
How would we rework? How would we work that into joining us? Or
I mean,
maybe
maybe I get caught and eventually I stalk
He's young.
my way into
He's
the
young,
party.
isn't he?
He's an adult.
Maybe like he's. Oh, I thought the Dan went young. Okay.
No, he's an
I'm
elf,
an
so
elf.
he's always
well,
adult.
we're
Okay.
old,
Compared
so
to
he's
us.
young to us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, he's only 350.
Because I was gonna say, like, if he was young to us, we might be like, okay, we're gonna straighten you out. Like, you
Yeah.
won't survive if you keep doing stuff like this, and we can like. But I
Yeah.
mean, that's up to Dan.
I
Dan
fought in a
got-
bloody battle and got lost in
Up
the
to
woods.
Dan.
I mean, not necessarily because I'm young, but I don't disagree with the like Jay and I says they're working off stolen goods, and then eventually, we develop a nice relationship.
I think that's a good way to put
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You two caught him.
I put that elf on the shelf in
You're
my
like
heart.
that car in Cars.
Oh my gosh. All right. So
That
that's
could be any of the cars in cars.
Well, we are a caravan.
yeah.
Oh gosh.
So, Friendin, the two people that you don't know, Melissa and Dan.
But you're
So,
a wanderer, though, right?
Yeah, maybe we cross paths
We've-
out in the wild.
Yeah, we've wandered.
Okay.
Okay.
We've wondered about each other as we've wandered and
Wandered.
encountered each other.
There we go.
So, and I would also probably hazard that Friendin, you and Dan might know each other kind of the same reason.
Dan, what if you're stealing things and I'm hawking them?
Ooh, it's a partnership.
Oh my god, that's brilliant.
Because
I
like my
could-
peddler needs to be kind of shady. Like that's the most interesting thing about it,
Yeah.
which is why I wanted a gimmick with Jeff.
I want to
and-
get in on this too. I think
Okay.
maybe the three of us have like a racket,
A
and
racket.
unfortunately, the kid got caught.
got
Got
caught.
pinched.
You and I
Yeah.
are like, ah, shit.
Yeah.
Now we got to watch
Yeah.
out for him.
So-
'cause it's
Yeah, now we can't fence any stuff
kind of,
anymore.
yeah.
Maybe-
It's like,
Yeah.
we got to make sure he doesn't like get killed or something.
Another-
Well, I guess.
Possible idea here is that maybe we expand this some and we can put that friend in Jeff and Dan. The three of you have a rack
Ah,
get
I
together.
like that. Yeah.
And you guys you have your own caravan guards now. Like the two of you got fed up. The two caravan guards got fed up and it's now a team. The big thing is tying in Melissa, your druid.
My curmudgeonly wandering druid.
Yeah.
I mean, I do wander a lot, so it's easy for me to.
Make it into a camp
Yeah.
and
You
have
came
a reason to
across
be there.
Friendin's peddler and hey, I know you. You're not terrible. And you, Jake, I know you. I've helped you before. And
Or, Jake, if we want to kind of rework the whole bloody battle thing, that maybe I had to go fight in a battle because it was the thing to do, and then got injured, and in my post-injury wandering, happened to cross the rest of the group.
that sounds
That
all right.
works.
So let's see.
Updating my notes.
Can we be called as a group the Caravandals?
I like that. I like that. So I think the only two that don't have a direct, or well, I mean, you guys have one, but the only two that haven't is Jeff and Melissa. I know you two
Yeah.
are strangers in real life, so
I've never met her. I kind of want to roll because I haven't rolled on the background, so I wouldn't mind rolling once.
Go ahead.
That's cool.
yeah.
All right. We survived a shipwreck together.
Well, that just got interesting.
Yeah.
So it says, we traveled on a ship that happened upon dire straits. The ship was smashed to bits against sharp rocks in the storm, and most of the crew perished in the waves. But you and some other adventurers miraculously managed to survive. It took days before you were found, but you made it. Since that day, you share an unforgettable memory.
I don't think I have a relationship with Melissa's character yet either. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll need to get that as well. I think Jen and Melissa need to establish something.
So I'm
Awesome.
pretty old, and you're old too, right?
Yes.
Melissa? So yeah, this could just like literally like this happened years and years ago,
Mhm.
and we just are happening to cross paths again.
Okay.
So we went to high school together.
There you go.
We're on a field trip on a boat, and the boat crashed.
Ships
cool trip.
crashing in the wind.
Two
Yes.
ships crashing in the night.
Yeah. So Jen, Melissa, how the two of you know each other?
We can roll random.
Yeah, I'm giving it a roll.
Go for it.
Let me switch it to public, though, so you can see the result. How do we know each other? Ooh, we were saved by
Oh.
adventurers.
Oh.
Okay.
This
We were
could
in
tie into
trouble
the
together.
wounded thing. Maybe she went looking for wounded Jake's character.
Maybe Jake's character was wounded, and I helped him to the cave where you were like, go away. But then we realized this big battle was like raging around us, and we were stuck in like enemy territory almost. And then, or territory that was taken over by whatever the other faction was.
It
And
could
then
just be an animal attack too. That you
Is it
fought.
is it like the Hermit Frankenstein thing where somebody's injured and
maybe,
Friends.
yeah.
Yes.
Friends. But then we're found by adventurers who are essentially like, hey, we've got this caravan that we need some assistance with. Come with us, and that's how we'll secret you out of this area.
that you
works.
solved Melissa finding the caravan with that too. So that ties
there you
all
go.
three of you in nice to the three of us.
And especially
Good
if there's
job.
some big battle going on, then like I'm sort of forced out of my hermit life because there's shit happening around and I can't stay here anymore.
There you go.
Yeah, you tried to be a hermit in a place with a lot of natural resources.
Yeah.
It worked when it was
that
all mine,
natural
and now
oil
it's
was
not.
in your cave.
Yeah. So
All right,
Melissa.
Dan, you want to roll
Yeah.
for you and I?
Do you want to roll it or do you want me to?
You can roll it.
Okay, let me go open it back up because I think I closed that.
Oh, I can. I've got it open. It's easy
Okay.
enough. I can just
Okay.
click it.
Caught
Caught in a
storm.
storm.
On a dark and terrible night. You saw
So Jeff, do you want to invite him to our shipwreck? And it was a stormy shipwreck.
Who is this? Who's
Dan,
who's-
the
Dan.
thief.
Oh, hell yes, because it's probably his fault that we got in the shipwreck.
This checks
Hell
out.
yeah.
He stole
roll
the all the
I brought the storm
navigational
when you guys
equipment.
brought the ship.
So we got into the shipwreck, but Melissa and we separated for a while. But like Dan hung out with me and we got to the caravan and that's where we started the convan thing with Friended. Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that
So we
that
survived the storm and the shipwreck first, and then got separated.
right? Yeah, we survived. We're cool. We're just
Yeah.
like, you have fun.
Everyone was asking,
Live
is
by
this the
yourself.
end? All looking at Dan.
Dan
That's
rolled the
great.
natural one on the navigation check and just drove us right into an island. It was
No,
great.
I like the idea
That's
that you
it.
stole the equipment. Like you all get just like 7 sextants and a looking glass in his satchel.
Where's my astrolabe? I can't find it.
Everything was made of metal. I thought I could sell it.
And this is why I become a hermit, because I can't trust anybody.
That's right.
I mean, that's just real life too. That's
Mhm.
Until war and real life take over, and then I realize I need people again.
There you go. Let's see. So, Jeff, who do you not? You have a connection with Dan now.
Yep.
I got
Jen-
everybody. Really.
Yeah, Jen, I think you've got everyone, right? And Dan, anyone you're missing?
That just filled it in for me. So
Very cool. All right, so next up is going to be our Dark Secret and Pride. Every character has a dark secret, and you can kind of read up on what it does. Kind of like every character in Forbidden Lands has a story, colorful individuals, all that fun stuff. Let's see, something before the game begins that left a mark on you and still threatens you in some way. So I included on that list all of your professions. Your professions have 3 suggestions for a possible dark secret. So I just opened up fighter as an example. Fighter examples are you sometimes take to the bottle to chase away the memories of all those that you have killed, or you secretly enjoy inflicting pain and injury on others, or once you killed a Rust brother and you're now wanted by them. So everyone take a few minutes, think about what your dark secret's going to be. This is something that we can keep secret. If you've got something you really want to share with the party, you're welcome to, but also, it wouldn't be inappropriate if you keep it a secret, or maybe you only share it privately, like with one person, if you and that person would have some kind of bond where that dark secret would have been shared.
So is this dark secret so it says that it's how experience points are given in such a way. I don't want to, I want to build a dark secret that is not something I want to do moving forward. will that be bad for me
It
in terms of
won't.
experience
No.
points? Okay,
No.
good. Okay,
the way
then I got it.
the way this dark secret will come into play is there might be a chance that every now and then it might come up in gameplay. And when it does, you get a bonus experience point that day for having to deal with your dark secret. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got it.
I'm
Cool.
laughing at one of the pre-gen options for Dark Secret
Yeah.
is you're a moralizing know-it-all who thinks you always know the will of the gods, which would sort of be like, we got shipwrecked and separated because they decided I was insufferable and I thought we just got separated. But surprise.
Nice.
They're like, screw her.
I
I don't know if I'm going to go with that, but I just thought it was fun.
Yeah. And then after you get your dark secret plugged in, next up is your pride. And it's something very specific that your character is proud of. It's an ability, something in your past. And the way this works gameplay is once per session, you can reference your pride. And when you do, it lets you roll an extra D12 and include that result in your dice rolls. Now, the thing is, if you fail this pride test, you lose that pride and you go the rest of the game session without a pride. Next game session, you have to pick a new pride at the beginning of it. There are examples of pride you can pick with your professions. But yeah, just think of something your character would be super proud of and that you could reference during a game session to give you a bonus. Just be prepared that there's a chance you might lose that pride and you don't get to be proud of it anymore.
Oh no. I'll just take one from the book for now, and then
Okay.
once I play my character a little more.
That is absolutely acceptable. Nice, easy way to lean into it because we'll learn your characters as we play. So, and so, does everyone have their dark secret figured out?
Yep, and I don't mind sharing mine.
Okay, Dan.
Same.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
guys want to share yours, Dan, you spoke up first. Why don't you share your dark secret?
My initial pride is no one has a softer step than you. I figured that fits the thieving business. And
Yeah.
then the dark secret is that your purse is often empty, for you spend silver as swiftly as you obtain it. So
Okay,
that's
that
why you
works.
guys don't trust me with the business.
Friendin.
Sorry, cough. My dark secret is. Oh, I need to close something and get there. Sorry. My dark secret is I owe silver to a powerful individual, a lot of silver, which makes sense why I'm so desperate to.
Make that money.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Mine's really dark. I think I went too dark.
There's no such thing.
Can I test it
Sure.
with the option of changing it? My previous orc tribe was we were sent to murder everyone in a town to take it over. We found that the men had left and it was just the women and children. We murdered everyone and some of my orc brethren consumed the children and I did nothing.
Cool.
I mean, that's
I think-
not quite unusual.
Honestly, that would be
Which
enough.
dark,
explains
but
why
you know
I'm
what?
a
That's a
loner.
good-
Which
Yeah,
explains
exactly.
why I'm a loner. I
Sure.
leave
That's why
the
you're hanging out
tribe.
with humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you're
think
not chilling with orcs anymore.
that's actually a really good one. I mean,
Jesus Christ.
no, that's actually a good one because that gives a very strong call to action. Like if you see a child in danger or something like that, are you going to be petrified by fear, having flashbacks of what happened, or are you going to be forced into action to repent for your inaction before?
Are you going to go eat that snack pack, or are you going to go save it?
I didn't eat any of them. I specifically said my
I mean,
brethren ate
I
them,
would.
not me.
Uh-huh.
I would
I
like
mean,
to
we do
point
know they're
out
supple. You just.
of all
That's my
the
deep
kin,
dark secret.
of all
Hey,
the
Jen
kin,
wants some of this toddler.
Yeah.
No thanks, I'm on a
Okay.
diet. It's fine.
yeah.
I think
Goblins
you're fine.
do have kind of a bad reputation because any creature that's not goblin or halfling is a possible meal. So, yeah,
The rest are snacks.
the rest are snacks. I'm great with
Look,
that, Jen.
I just don't want to,
Yeah.
put you guys to waste if you die.
As
or
long as it's
anything.
not too
no,
dark.
I'm good with that.
No.
That's good. That's
No,
really good.
'cause
Brendan's like, I owe money to people. I'm like, I watch people eat children. Like,
Maybe
So-
I owe money to the people that were getting me the children so I could use them as food in my camp.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
it's not that's why it's not included, because it's
Even
not a
the
dark
younglings.
secret. It's just something you do.
Yeah, exactly. It's just another day for a peddler.
It's a Tuesday. It's a
Tuesday.
I'm the
For
Jeff
Brendan.
Bezos capitalist jerk
my gosh.
of the group.
Jeff,
I wanted to underscore just how much Brendan and I share a brain at this point, because I too chose like almost the exact same dark secret, and I varied a little bit because of my formative event, like
Yeah.
my whole like my rival. So I said I swindled a powerful individual, stealing a bunch of money from them, but I probably did this by wooing their significant other, and now that powerful individual is trying to hunt me down for revenge, both for money and for ruining their marriage. And my pride is that I have honest eyes.
oh, okay.
So that's probably how I managed to.
Yeah, to woo.
You gave him a song and the peepers, and
Just-
then
Sang him some Tom Waits, and they were just butter in my hand.
now, Tom, wait a minute. We need to get this song in here.
Oh man.
There you go. All right. So we've got all that. The next thing is going to be your starting resources. If
My pride, sorry. It's
Oh, yeah.
just when I get a cent of gold, nothing can stop my pursuit of it, which also just fills with everything.
yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah, I didn't share my pride either.
What do you got?
In the chat there.
I once shot an enemy with an arrow from 200 feet away, and it hit them right in the neck and knocked them from their horse.
That used to be an adventure.
Their head popped right off.
It was
In their
really
neck, though, not
impressive
the
though,
shot
the
in the
shot,
neck.
because it was a child and their necks are small.
There you go.
Wasn't a child. Wasn't a child.
Really small necks. Just
Then
you
she
gotta-
ate
you gotta-
God.
Oh my
My
god.
pride is on your horse you are faster than the wind, which I thought was not very goblin-y, so I just rewrote it as my hog's the shit. You ain't.
I like
Nice.
that. That's good.
It
My
sounds
dark
very
secret
prideful,
is that
too.
I enjoy setting things on fire, ostensibly in the name of my god, but yeah, I just like it too.
Even
Yeah,
just
that's fair.
normally, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. Anyone else want to share their pride?
I'm gonna have to think on mine for a bit.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. All right. So starting resources is next. If you click on that, it gives you all of your professions. You can go ahead and roll that d6 and see how many silver you start off the game with. And then also it gives you your resource die. So most people start off with a resource of food, resource of water.
Okay, I was deep into the gear table for a second there. Where do I find this to roll it?
On that, if you would have clicked on the bottom of the Dark Pride and Secret in Your Pride, it just takes you to the next page. Let me boop and
Okay,
show it to all
gotcha,
the players.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's also at the bottom of your class sheet as well.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
So yeah.
both.
And I also put all the reference tables for shit you can buy, in case you have some silver and you want to spend it right away.
Because I noticed, like on my gear for my sheet, it says a dagger and 2 items of your choice from the list of
That's-
trade goods.
no.
That's not on the starting resources section.
Right, and you're not getting that stuff.
Ah, okay.
That's if you do character creation that way. We're doing character creation another way, so you don't get those
Okay.
items.
Good to know.
So here's where you get a little bit of silver, and maybe you can spend some of that silver to buy some gear you're missing. Now, the whole point of this game, or not the whole point, one of the features of this game is you're never going to have everything you need. The items that you have are going to break. And so one of the things you're going to have to do is you're going to have to manage resources. You're going to have to, steal, haggle, buy, loot to get the gear you need to do your adventuring. You're going to have to hunt, fish, scrounge up for enough food and water to keep you fed. Yeah. Now on the resources, you'll put your food in. Just put it as food D8. You don't need to roll for like your food, your water, your arrows. You don't need to roll those things. Just roll your silver, and just record it in your character sheet as you have food D8 resources. I'll have to look up the rules. I don't remember the exact rules on how that depletion works right at the moment. It's this one. Nope, it's this one.
What are you looking for, Chuck?
What's the how to depleting?
So
your
whenever
resources?
you use a resource, you roll the die for that resource, and if
Yeah.
it comes up as a 1 or a 2, you reduce the die size by 1. So if
There
it
you
was
go.
a D8 in arrows and you shot an arrow, you roll your D8. If it's a 1 or a 2, now it becomes a D6. And then there's
Yeah.
no D4 in the game, so if you deplete on D6, you're out.
Yep. So
Oh,
there you
no.
go. And as you go around and scrounge, you can hunt. If you successfully hunt, you get to increase your die by 1. So you got a D6 in food. You go out and hunt, catch a deer. Now you got a D8 in food.
My
Same
rogue's
thing
gonna
with,
be going
buying
hungry
stuff, too,
immediately.
Say that again, Dan.
Said my rogue's gonna be going hungry immediately.
Yeah. You got friends to help you out.
Why can't we be friends?
Excuse me, that's my job.
and
Can we be?
and
So
after
much better.
you
So
have
much
your starting resources, after you've spent any money you want to spend, we're good to start.
All right.
What it took just took about an hour, so that's not bad for
Yeah, it's good, man.
6 people, full character creation.
What's the breakdown? Is it 100 copper? Is a silver? Well, what's the for the gear
Oh my
table?
God.
I think it's 10.
10 makes
Yeah.
sense with these prices. Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that. Like, I'm looking at armor and it just says cost 4, but it doesn't say 4 of what.
Let me take a look at that.
Silver is the main. Is sort of the main thing that's
Yeah.
used.
Okay.
Copper exists, but and gold exists, but silver is like sort of like the main economic.
I have
exchange.
a question.
Yeah.
Am I able to trade out? Like, let's say I have a short spear in my and I want a long spear. Am I able to like sell my short spear prior to starting
sure.
this, and I
Yeah.
just get the gold or the silver amount
Yeah.
for it? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that's fine.
Thank you. I don't want you, short spear.
So if you want to look at everything else, so the journal, if you look under game rules, I tried to plug in everything there. So like if you want to look at gear, you can get the tables on what everything costs. If you go into items, you can expand gear. I've got all the weapons, all the armor, shields, helmets, but only some of the trade goods in. I'll get the rest of those populated eventually. Yeah.
What do I do about getting a mount in my character sheet?
There's no good way to do that. You could,
Probably in the notes section.
yeah,
I've
Go ahead,
actually printed off a character sheet, so
yeah.
I could.
I don't
From
think
the
I've.
PDF available at drivethrurpg.com.
I do have. If you go to the actors directory and you go down to animals, I've got riding horse and donkey entered there, so you can get a character sheet for your riding horse or donkey.
What about that boar that Friendon mentioned?
I don't have that in. Did it say what page that's on?
This is on page 126 in the. I think it's in the GM book, not the player book.
Okay,
Ah,
I'll get that loaded up later. For now, just use donkey stats.
okay.
I could tell you the stats too
Okay.
in a DM or something if you want.
Yeah, if you want to send those stats
That
over to
works.
him.
I'll take a photo for you.
I do have under game rules, I do have the full book PDF loaded here for reference. So ideally, we shouldn't need to leave Foundry for much.
Nice.
All right. So, has anyone thought of a name?
I don't know.
Yes.
What do you got?
Weights.
Wait.
Waits. Weights.
That's a
Like-
great name.
Like Tom Waits.
Like Tom Waits.
Okay. Okay.
Figure that's how
Good.
it established.
That's
That's
good.
what we're going with.
That's good.
Yeah,
I set it up so I could spend every single silver I had,
there you go.
as my character defines.
Anyone else have a name figured out yet? That's
I gotta
fine.
think about
We can think about it too.
My name.
We can do a little bit of playing, and we'll
Oh,
just use your
Steely
action.
Dan.
Steely Dan. There you go.
Oh my god, that's so good.
That's pretty good.
Steely Dan.
Because you steal things in your Dan.
Not Not like
Yeah,
the metal steel.
STEAL.
Yeah.
Steely Dan as thieving.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with Urza for mine
Okay.
because at some point I want to ride a bear, and I think that'll be
Oh,
super
that's a good
appropriate.
name. Yeah.
I'm going with Amar Zahn.
Amazon. I got it.
Headline.
Uh-huh. You're the Beth Jesus.
Oh no.
That was one of my favorites.
Yeah, that was fun in that SCP. Yeah.
He survived all the way through.
He did. All right. So,
Well, if we're gonna go with SCP names, I'll just name my guy Guy Cheddar.
okay, there you go.
His actual name in Goblin speak is just too difficult for people.
Rosie, where's your cup?
Tell her I don't know.
Did you hear Chuck?
All right.
Unamused, apparently.
Unamused. So, a little backstory on the Forbidden Lands. Initially, this continent was all given to, it was populated by nothing but the elves and the dwarves. And then the humans came across the Great Sea, led by their god, who took the form of a raven carrying a snake in its claws, its talons. And it led them to this giant continent. And it negotiated with the dwarves and the elves and said there's enough land for everyone. So the continent was divided in two. To the north was the Ravenland. To the south was Alderland. Alderland was the humans. North was the dwarves and the elves. Over the centuries, there was peace. Everyone stayed on their side of the Great Divide. But humans do what humans do, and they started traveling north to get access to the giant swath of land the dwarves and the elves had. They didn't really utilize it in the same way the humans did, so it looked open for the humans. And the first human settlers here were escaping religious persecution. They promised to obey rules set forth by the dwarves and the elves, and they coexisted peacefully for a long time in Ravenland. But wars happened, humans got greedy, and they started a conquest north into the Ravenlands. Eventually, the Ravenlands were semi-conquered. There's a lot of history here. We're just going through it quickly. Eventually, it was taken over by this evil wizard, Zeoter, something his name's like that. I'll get the proper pronunciation later. But he really wanted to chase off these elves and dwarves because, this was his land to rule. He was now the rightful emperor of Ravenland. And he ended up opening up portals to the demon realm and bringing demons over to fight his battles. He ended up mingling creatures together to make these giant monsters. He ended up mingling together, the humanoid races with demons. Did all sorts of crazy experimentation. Eventually, and this is once again not the full history, I guess I should point out that in the initial deal where the land was split for humans and then on the other side dwarves and elves, part of the deal the dwarves and the elves got is they got a servant race, and the god created the orcs to serve the elves and the dwarves. I know, it's terrible. Orcs eventually broke free, but they were used as cannon fodder for a very long time. And so orcs got a real shitty deal. What's up, Jen? I see words.
I was just going to joke and say, I'll eat their children, but then I realized I should stop myself.
It's too real.
Too real. Too close to home.
You thought about it.
And then
Wouldn't be the
I
first
did think
time.
about it. That was my
They
first
wanted
reaction.
me to
Now I
serve
know
their
why.
children. I served them on a platter.
Now I know why my people wanted to eat their children.
Yeah.
With the side of
I mean, they're
fried
tasty
stuff.
too, which helps.
Yeah. So eventually, in this great war,
Meanwhile, Dan's family was eaten by orcs, and he had to steal to survive.
yeah. Oh God, there's where it all comes
When the
from.
orcs like store the elf meat and put it into a smoking station, is it like elf on a shelf?
It would be, yeah. Elf on a rotating shelf in their giant
Okay.
smokers.
Okay.
Oh no.
So
Poor
eventually,
family.
the blood mist came. The blood mist came out at night. It set over the entire land. People who stayed in their homes overnight were safe from it, but anyone out, they were killed. They would be found dead in the mornings, drained of all their vitality, just dead, or they would never be found again. The only people who could go out at night and be safe from the blood mist was the Rust Brothers, a fanatical religious group, rules through physical might, and they are very much the sort of our gods are the only true gods. Any other gods are blasphemy. And so they very much, you convert, and if you hesitate to convert, you die. And if they find any clergy of opposing religions, the clergy will probably very quickly be slain by Rust Brothers. But eventually, maybe 50, 60 years ago, maybe longer, the blood mist just disappeared. Opening the Forbidden Lands up, without the blood mist, people could travel farther from their home, trade routes were established. Back in the old days before the humans came, dwarves had created roads. So still some of the paths between the larger settlements exist. And, you've all have lived and grown in this world. And that's where we're going to kind of pick up. You all are traveling north, maybe not necessarily any destination in mind, but it's a nice, we'll call it afternoon. I guess one thing we can touch on real quick is the rules for how journeys work. And I've got that in the journal. I've got it as the journey cheat sheet, which I'll show everyone. The days in this game are split into 4 quarters: morning, day, evening, night. You pick what you're doing for each quarter, and I've got all the options there with all of the rules or anything else tied to it. If you're going to travel, you need to hike. Hiking can be combined with lead the way and keep watch. Only one person can lead the way. Only one person can keep watch. There's chances if you really screw up on those, there will be mishaps, and we'll roll on a table to see what bad thing happens. On foot, you can move through 2 tiles a day. So each quarter day, you can move a tile. Yeah, 2 hexes per quarter day. I'm sorry. So yeah, you can actually move way more. So every quarter day, you can move 2 hexes on foot. But you're going to have to keep track of resources. You need to eat. You need to drink every day, which means you're going to have to find food. You can do that by foraging, hunting, fishing. Someone's going to have to make camp. Y'all are going to have to sleep. It's going to be, there's a lot of stuff. For this session, we're not going to need it, because as you're traveling north, you all come across a caravan. And let me...
Have to have like a battle of the Highlander with these caravans. There can only be one caravan.
They're going to take my market.
Only one.
I don't like it.
So everyone should now be able to see the scene open road up along the top.
Yes.
So if you want to go ahead and click on that, it'll shift you over to that scene. I guess I should mention, on the world map, you'll see the Defenders of Cobalt logo there. That's where we're starting out our journey.
Oh.
So that's where you are right now in the world.
Okay.
I've renamed my goblin, by the way, because, Osborne. Why not?
Okay. So as you come across this caravan, the one of the lead guards leading the caravan, you see this is a caravan. A bunch of people are escorting what appears to be jesters. They're in bright outfits. They got colorful makeup on. They're carrying what looks to be standard jester apparel. The jesters all seem to be a little bit listless. They're not really moving too quick. Maybe some of them seem to be injured in some way.
Maybe they ingested something that was terrible.
Maybe they did. But quickly, as you're all approaching, one of the lead humans, people not in jester outfits, greetings, friends. If you don't mind us, we'd like to move on past you and be on our way.
No trade? Do you have anything for sale?
No,
anything to buy?
We really need to be going.
What's the rush?
Where are you heading to?
We're heading south. We just left the Hollows.
Trouble in the Hollows. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was talking too much. Go ahead.
And also, I do have in the journal locations. If you can expand that, I've got a section for legends. And let me make sure that you all can see that. And you'll get your first legend. So as you adventure in this world, you're going to get legends which tell you about places. They'll expand the stories. They give you clues. So you get your first legend on the Hollows, which they explain real quickly that it's just north of here. And on the world map, I'll toggle it so you can see where it's on the map if you want to. But yeah,
You said they look pretty beaten up, right?
The jesters do. The jesters look, their outfits are real nice. They're colorful. They've got makeup on. But there's just something off about the jesters. But the lead man there, not in jester outfit. He's just like, yeah, nothing to trade. We really need to be going.
What happened to your party? The rest of your caravan? They look hurt.
They're fine. Just worn out from a big show. We really...
Oh, show. Listen, as a fellow performer, I certainly can understand that. Perhaps I can lend some aid. I'm quite helpful. I can certainly raise their spirits, maybe see if any of them might be injured or such. It's the least I can do. After all, we're all part of performance union.
$5 copper.
$5 copper. I'll heal them first, and I'll get them. Yes, absolutely.
They'll be fine. They'll be fine. We'll just, put some more road under our feet. Everything's fine. I appreciate the help.
Sensing the opportunity for a hard sell. Go ahead.
Yeah, just
So you
be
don't
careful.
want to put a lot of miles on those jesters.
You don't want to get in trouble with the actors union. Like,
Is this where
treating them poorly?
SAG is big business.
SAG is very, very upset with that. So
is there like
brothers.
an insights test I can do to tell if this guy's lying?
Absolutely, there is.
Okay, I have no idea how to roll anything in this.
It's easy.
Just click it?
Yeah, you just click it on your character sheet.
Oh, heckin' yeah. I'm going to make it public so everybody can see it. Oh, no, I made a separate window. I've made so many mistakes.
What have you done?
Whoops.
Broken everything.
She's in roll 20 all of a sudden. What?
Oh my gosh.
I opened roll 20, you guys.
So you do succeed. You definitely get a feeling that this he's hiding something. He seems to be very scared.
Oh.
And
He seems scared.
He seems very scared. And more so the jesters, they're tracking your words, they're paying attention, but you see there's, quite a few flies swarming around some of the jesters. Maybe some of their faces sag in weird ways.
Okay. Are they like humanoid? Would another human be able to tell if they're actually alive humans or if they're dead humans?
If you want to roll a heal test or a medical test, whatever it is in this.
While
You can
she's
also
doing
point that out to me. I'm pretty.
I
good
point
at
that
it.
out and I say, those guys look weird.
I will then move towards towards one of the jesters that look unhealthy, and like I can lend aid, and I'll if I can roll a heal test to see.
Go ahead. Yeah, see what you learn.
Okay.
Hey Chuck, where do I look up the thing we rolled that would tell me my reputation and willpower? Because I forgot to put those both in.
Your willpower, I don't remember. Let's
When
see.
you take damage, you start gaining
Yeah.
I think
Um,
reputation's tied to age.
Reputation is usually based like that'll accrue over the course of the game,
Yeah.
as we
Okay.
do deeds and such.
Okay,
so
it
if
starts
you
out
go
at
to the
0 for all
journal,
of us.
it's searchable. So you can just do a search in the journal.
Okay.
One success on that check.
Okay, so yeah, you definitely looking them over. The jester you're talking to is like, and kind of takes a step back. But you definitely pick up that all of the jesters are undead.
Gadzooks, we got some undead here. This is what the, and I'm gonna start backing up from them, like upset and nervous.
As you back up, nervous, you yell it out. One of the other people in the caravan, not a jester, like, shh, don't stop it. We're running from the Iron Abbots. We got to get out of here before they catch up.
Do we know who the Iron Abbot? We know what our characters know.
Do we know who they are?
Yeah, you would. The Iron Abbots are the main military force of the Rust Brothers. The reason why in this game, being undead doesn't necessarily mean you're a mindless zombie. There's been so much death and destruction in this country over the years that a lot of times when someone dies, they don't always leave. And sometimes they just stick around as, a animated corpse still
So
with.
this is kind of like a Carrie Elwes half-dead Princess Bride situation.
Kind of, yeah. Or they stick around as a ghost. But one thing with the... Irene got timed out. Saying naughty words, Irene.
Oh, we're a mature stream.
But we've got an immature
What
audience.
the fuck did you say?
She said, oh, fuck yes, I love this.
Fucking mouth.
We'll get Matt to fix that.
He just stepped away. He'll be back later.
Yeah, he'll be back later. We'll get Matt to fix that later. Nightbot is just sometimes can be a little aggressive about the naughty words. You would know the Iron Abbots are the military force of the Rust Brothers. The Rust Brothers, they like to collect the dead to use as slave labor, to use as cannon fodder in their military conquests. These undead still are, their bodies are failing in the most extreme of ways, but they're still them. They still have consciousness. They still have their same hopes and dreams as before. There is the risk, though, eventually, if an undead lingers too long, they become a ghoul, and they do become feral. And they will, attack. And there are some, disenfranchised undead that are jealous of the living, and they can be hostile as well. But yeah, he would say, the Iron Abbots are chasing us. We got to get our family out of here before they take them. And it's around then. Why don't one of our caravan guards, I would like you to roll me a scout test.
I've got a 2 in scouting.
I've got a 1 in scouting, but I've got 3 wits, so.
I've got
I
a
also
1
have
in
3
scouting
wits.
and 4 wits.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Whoever wants to, please roll
I
me
think we're all evenly matched. Melissa, if you want to roll.
Alright. See how it goes.
You can push that if you want.
There's a nice little push button at the top of the character sheet.
Now, I will tell you, when you push, you take damage.
Oh,
Yes. But I've got
I
4.
squint so
I can
hard.
handle it a little bit.
Okay.
that's interesting.
So, yeah, you pass. Now, if I remember correctly, let me take a look at... It's under, if you go into the journal, and Jeff, if you know this right off the top of your head.
Talking about damage, yeah. So Banes, they only go on your attribute die. So if you have, that's why if having skill points is really good, because like 1s on skill points don't actually hurt you, but like 1s which show up as the skull, they're Banes. And Banes are fine on the first roll, but if you push and you have Banes, those skulls show up on the pushed roll. That's when you start taking damage. It's called different things, but damage towards whatever attribute you were rolling, and that's also when you accrue willpower.
So
Yeah.
I'm good because I didn't
you're
roll any
fine.
veins.
Yeah, you're fine.
And I
Also, a
succeeded.
thing to watch out is if you're doing something that requires a tool, like a weapon, armor, something like that. Those things have bonuses. If you push a roll and you end up with a Bane on that weapon die, that tool die, it will reduce that bonus, and your weapon will start to degrade, or your tool will start to degrade. And when all of your bonuses are gone, your item is broken and it is not usable. And you'll have to see if you can figure out how to get it fixed or replace it.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, you do your scouting, and you see coming down the road on horseback, you do see 3 heavily armored figures wearing the pale yellow and red coloring of the Rust Brothers. Their armor is rusted over, dented in some. Their swords, actually their flails that they have, you can see hanging at their side, are rusted over too. You see 3 iron abbots approaching.
Incoming to the behind 3 iron abbots.
Let's start making our way around the back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You
Going
guys
back
should
to
have
Thorium.
full control over your tokens. I'll say at the words incoming that the people will start herding up all of their undead to the front for cover, and then also they might be planning on just bolting. They're going to leave one person back there
They're brave.
to talk to the Iron Abbots and try and give time. Now, as the Iron Abbots approach, what are the 6 of you going to do?
Are we just moving aside, or?
I'm moving up. I'm trying to cut
Intercede?
around. Yeah.
I mean, that's what we have caravan guards for, right?
I mean, are we taking part in this business, or are we just moving past it?
I see an opportunity to maybe ingratiate myself to a pack of undead entertainers. So,
I mean, entertainers got to stick together. So
I feel
That-
for these people knowing that they're typically cut down and used as cannon fodder, because that aligns to what I recall about my history, and so I don't like it.
makes sense.
It's
I don't
what
like these
inspired you to
guys.
get killed in.
I don't like these guys very much at all.
Okay.
Iron butt faces. All right, let's go.
As you all move around to the back to kind of stand there to interject,
Ooh, we flew.
you flew over there. The Captain Holmar of the Iron Abbots, rides up. Greetings, travelers. I, in desperate need of entertainment, and I was told there was a wonderful band of jesters here who would be willing to throw a show for us just for a few silver coins.
Oh, you missed them. That was earlier. The entertainment now is my good friend here, Waits. He's quite the singer.
I am quite the talent. Yes, I'm famous, and I had 2 shows an evening for a good 3 months solid over in.
It's a far off land, and they have high standards.
happy to lend an aid. Silver sounds lovely.
Oh, that's great to know, but sadly, I want to be entertained by jesters.
I can
I could
tell
put a little
jokes
hat
too. It's
on
okay.
Yeah, we've got little
I can
hats.
dance a jig.
So the one guy who remained from the caravan, he's like, there's no jesters here. It's just us. As you're all talking, one of the Iron Abbots of the 3 kind of rides off to the side a little bit to look down the road past the caravan. I'm going to have this guy roll me a test real quick. Let's see if I can find. And he looks past, and he does see the group of jesters shambling down the road and trying to get off the side of the road to hide in the bush, but they just weren't quick enough.
Oops.
He gives a nod to the captain. The captain's like, "Oh, you didn't need to lie to us. We're not here for any trouble. We want to see a friendly show. Let's see the friendly show, and everyone can go on their merry way."
Oh, well, if you want a friendly show, I got some jests for you. What does the sign on an out-of-business brothel say?
What's
Beat
that?
it, we're closed.
That's quite amusing. You've You've brought a smile to my face, and I appreciate that greatly. May the god Rust forever light your path for such an entertaining joke. But
If you'd rather, I could have my orc friend tell you, "Eat it, give me your clothes."
That
'Cause
sounds.
You are food and fodder, my friend, if you go after those undead.
I was about to offer all of you the freedom to walk on down the road and not be tried for the crime of interfering with the business of the Rust Brothers. But I see we're past that. So why don't all of you go ahead and drop any weapons you might have, and we'll escort you to our nearest garrison while you'll stand trial for your crimes.
Oh.
Kindly allow me to
well,
drop
okay,
this long spear in your chest, then.
So I
Captain.
think that would
God,
definitely
went
be
straight to murder hobo.
Yeah,
as you
didn't
do.
take long.
Here we go.
Well, I knew that like the orc is already against these people, so parlay is more like going to be a melee here.
Yeah. So let's just go to initiative. I'm going to find the deal button.
Gosh.
No, that's the discard.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to get cards.
If you're using the card deck,
Yep.
bottom left.
Yep, I see it.
Oh, there is a take from player button.
There should be a take from players. So does everyone have a card now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to take...
No. Where?
Should just pop
Bottom
up.
left.
Jen had one, but it was taken from her.
Was it
I
actually
No,
taken
it
from...
wasn't. I'm just kidding.
No.
Oh, okay. I have a card now.
Okay.
My card.
I am also going to take a card. And we're going to do initiative.
For my lightning fast, I get to draw 3 cards for initiative.
Let me deal some more cards
that
to you.
work?
I'll deal more
Wow.
cards.
Damn.
Jen only gets 2. You get 3.
I have to spend willpower to get 2 as well.
Do you have to spend willpower for that, Dan?
Let me double check.
I mean, lightning fast sounds good.
I may have misunderstood something. I got to figure out where it was. I'm not used to how all the items are categorized in here. No, it doesn't say I have to spend anything.
Yours
You
is
react with
better.
the speed of a snake and usually strike before your opponent. Rank 2, you can draw an additional card in the initiative draw for a total of 3. Choose
Okay.
which one to use.
Wow.
Let me deal you 2 more cards then. And then you can pick the higher of the cards that you want.
That's why we kept this elf kid around. Like, he's not the brightest and he sinks ships, but man, does he get into the thick of it quick.
Yeah.
Doing
And
like low to
is
high,
it
right?
better to have a
1, 2,
high
3.
number or a low number? in
You
this
want
system?
a low number. Jeff, what did you say?
I was asking the same question. Yeah.
Yeah, low number. Dan, what's your lowest card that you got?
1.
There you go. Friendin, what was your card?
My card is a 6.
All right. Jake?
10.
Oh my gosh. Jeff?
Dose 2.
Oh, that's not bad. Jen?
3.
And Melissa.
4.
All right.
Now, in this system, we can trade cards with players, right, during initiative?
Usually at the start of the round. Yeah.
Yeah, so if anyone wants to trade,
Okay.
now would be the time.
I'll trade with Jen because my guide has no fighting ability whatsoever, and higher is better, right, in the system?
Lower's better.
Lower is better. My bad. Okay, you're good then.
I'm
There's
willing
also-
to trade my
Stop trying to
1
take
with
my card.
someone.
There's also stunts and such. Like if you roll extra successes on certain attacks and things during the combat, that you can spend those extra successes to sometimes switch cards with people. So I know that I don't remember all of the Forbidden Land stunts, but that's true in like most of the other free league games I play.
Okay, so Dan, you're
I
up
was going to
first.
offer to trade my 1 with somebody because I'm not well suited for combat either.
It sounds like Jen is really well suited, right?
All right,
I
well,
think
we,
so.
Jen and
I hope
Jake.
so.
Very good.
oh
Yeah.
crap.
I'm fairly decent at combat.
Jake,
Do
you can
you
have one
want-
too.
I do have natural
Yes.
bloodlust. That's just not part of my character sheet, though.
Mhm.
Do you want my 1?
We've learned that.
I'll
playing
take
together.
the 1.
Okay,
Okay.
so we're
And
gonna
I'll
have to
take
go
3.
through and collect these numbers again because I hit in combat and I didn't realize it clears all of it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give my card to Jake. So you should have my wand. You can right click on your card and give it to me.
And we don't need to do
Alright.
all that fancy stuff. Just tell me the numbers.
need to know.
Dan, what's your new number?
I think I'm getting a 10.
Yes.
All right. Friendon, what do you got?
6.
Still 6. Jake.
1.
Jake got a 1. Jeff, 2 still.
Whatever Jen's is. What do you have, Jen?
I have a 3.
I'm 3 then.
All right. Jen's got a 2. And Melissa,
Thanks.
what was your card?
Rest him real quick.
4.
All
I'm
right.
gonna face stab.
There you go. That opened up. I'll figure that out later. All right, so we'll begin combat with Jake. So the way combat in this works, and there's a cheat sheet on the journal page, the Forbidden Lands reference, and I'll show it to all the players so you all can see it. Essentially, you've got a fast action and you've got a slow action.
I've got an invalid or corrupted PDF file.
I also
Me too.
have that.
Oh my gosh.
I did link that PDF,
So
I think
corrupt.
it's in PDF in the Discord as well.
The Idle Red is it the Idle Red Hands one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Idle Red Hands one's really, really good. It has like
Yeah.
basically everything you need.
I'll
I
grab
was
that
doing
one.
searching last night and it was the best one I found too. I dropped
Okay.
it in the Discord.
I have a question. Do we get any willpower to start that we would be spending?
Let's see. I don't remember.
It just opened up for me, the reference sheet.
Okay. I think
Oh,
I had
yeah.
the permissions wrong.
Oh, it
Yep,
opened for me
it's
too.
here.
There it goes. We did it.
Okay.
Let's just go ahead. Give everyone 1 willpower to start off with. I'm going to look up that rule real quick.
Yeah, I couldn't find it quickly.
And
I
anybody
don't
that picked,
think you do because you do accrue it from it's just like I shouldn't say I don't know for sure, but it's just like the feral points from Mutineer Zero, and that whenever you take your damage, so to speak, like you're also taking willpower. So unless it's
I will say
listed
the
as something-
old people start out with 2 reputation as well. If you didn't catch, I dropped that in Twitch chat. So
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, that was a lot of words for me to say I actually don't know. So I'm just gonna shut up.
Mm-hmm. Um.
Oh, in chat, somebody said no willpower to start. so-
Okay. No willpower to start then. Thanks there, F podcast. I'll get your name right eventually. That's what I write. Wasn't sure. So yeah, no willpower to start with. So you're going to have to fail some rolls to get some willpower. All right. So who's up first? Is that
It's going to be me.
so Jake? Yeah, you get a fast action and a slow action. That reference table.
I'm going to draw my weapon and approach the fella who just told us to drop our weapons and come along.
Okay. So
Let's
you
see, where is there a thing for writing? Because I want to write up on Fat Bob and stab this idiot.
while you're not doing anything extreme, I'm not going to make you roll it. I'll just count that as your fast action to move up.
Okay.
And then go ahead and just make your attack.
Well, I can't do that if I've drawn my weapon and
Oh,
approached
okay.
at the same
So, yeah.
time. So,
You move up to him. You can move your token as well.
oh boy.
I just
me close
moved the
everything
turn
then.
tracker.
Oh gosh, where is it?
Your token is right there.
I don't know where right there is.
Are you? Oh, you're still on the world map. So you look at the top
Yeah.
left. Where
Open road.
click on open road.
There we go. Oh my. There I am.
There you
All right,
are.
now which one of these fellas? Captain Holmar?
Yep.
yeah.
All right, well, I'm riding up on Captain Holmar with my
All
spear
right.
drawn.
There you go. So next up is going to be Jen.
Did I have my spear out? I just assumed I'd be. I don't even know if we're on horses or anything because I didn't have enough silver to buy a horse.
If your character creation didn't give you a ride,
Yeah, it didn't
then
give
you're
me
on
one.
foot.
Okay. Okay.
So if you've got a
With
long
donkey,
spear,
do you want to use my donkey?
Riding
for
your
now?
imaginary steed.
well,
Use your donkey. Thank
You
you.
got two coconut halves and you're banging them together.
oh man, that kind of sucks. As a rider, you don't start with a horse. You better kill one of these guys and steal one of their
No,
horses.
I
As
want
a
one of their
rider,
horses.
Ooh.
I thought as a rider you do start with one.
Yeah.
Start with a horse.
I think you start with one in your class, like at the start. You
Really?
get to pick a mundane animal, I think.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah.
This thing.
Well, we're not. Once again, we didn't
Take a
do the regular
Anyway.
character creation, so it specifically
Right.
didn't call out that you got one. So
I didn't
just
see it, so I'll go back through at some point. But let's assume that I'm not on one right now.
yeah,
I would have assumed that I would have my spear ready
It's a
because
long
I was
spear.
suspicious to begin with.
Yeah.
It is a long spear.
so yeah, you're using it as a quarterstaff when you're or a walking stick when it's not away. So sure,
Yes.
you've got it
so,
drawn. So you're going to move up and
so
take a stab.
I move up and I'm going to try and stab the captain.
Sure thing.
I
Get
wanna
straight
stab
with
his
the
face.
murdering.
Let's make some Captain Crunch here, people.
I want to stab his face.
Sure.
Enjoy that.
I have near, so I'm there.
Yep.
And then do I just click on my long spear and roll it? Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Ooh, look at that.
Ooh.
So you got 3 successes. So the base damage for your spear is a 3. Or is it
The base damage for my spear is a 1, I
is a
believe.
1? So that gave
I
you
think.
3 points of damage.
Let me check and make sure.
Could someone
It is not
briefly
letting me
explain to me the difference between the white, red, black, and the symbols?
Sure. The white are your attributes. The red are your skills. And the black is your gear bonus, your spear, her weapon bonus.
Gotcha.
Nice. Okay,
So, yeah.
that's kind of neat that they're separated.
Oh, here we go. Let me see. Let me make sure.
Oh,
My
bird
long
showed
spear
up.
is damage 1. Yeah, long spear is damage 1 with a bonus of 2.
Okay, so that means you get a +2 to your attack with it. Since you rolled 3, the first one deals your 1 damage,
Okay.
and then the 2 gives you extra points of damage. So this first guy, you give a stab at him. His armor eats up pretty much all the damage.
Okay.
These guys are tanks.
Okay.
And we decided to fight them.
You have to do what you
Yes,
have to
we
do. Jeff.
That is a strong word. Okay. I will then. I'll move up into the melee because why not?
Yeah.
I'm a sword fighter.
Mhm.
So
Hit them with your words.
I got my dwarf-sized sword coming up, and I think I'll just swing for now. Maybe next time I'll do something different. But,
Okay.
for now, that's what I'll do.
All right.
So that's 2 hits. So base damage of 1. So I'll
2
burn
damage.
I'll just burn the second one first.
All
2
right.
damage.
All right. After that is Melissa.
All right. I will also go up to him and bonk him on the head with my staff.
Sounds good.
Give them the El Kabonk.
The old kabonk. That was the name of that brothel that sign was at. Sorry, Jen.
Okay, so that would be a melee then.
Yep. So you got a success. So you're now, if I'm correct, you can roll on your combat table, and you can just click the name of the weapon, and it'll roll everything with it.
That's what I did. That's why the short sword.
What
Oh,
weapon do you
that's
have?
what it was.
Too.
So if you want to go ahead and roll it off that combat page,
Yeah, sorry.
and that'll give you all the proper stats or dice.
It okay. But I
Um,
liked my first roll better.
I'll tell you what. I'll let you keep that success.
Thanks.
What did you do? That was a staff. So why is
Yeah.
it saying 0 damage? That
Oh, well,
doesn't-
the second roll had no successes. That's probably why.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you put 1 point of damage. All right. So you roll up, you hit it. Now it's the Iron Guard's turn. The Iron Abbots. I was just reading up on armor.
Basically, like
Yeah.
Vesson, you just whatever the armor rating is, roll that many d6s successes cancel out damage done.
Oh, okay.
So like aliens too, basically.
Yeah, it should be the same.
Yep, that is. So I wasn't doing that. So let me count that up real quick. So we did 3.
So one of the other cool things while he's doing that is that like when you take cover in this game, like depending on what you take cover behind, it actually increases your protection value, and so you treat that too like armor. So if like someone is hiding behind like a small wall, they'll have like protection 4 or 5, and they can roll that for as if it's armor too. Boy,
These guys are well armored. All right, so the captain didn't have to be this way, but he's going to take a swing at Jake. You're on horseback. He respects a man on horseback. So,
Well, I'm a goblin on hogback.
right, and he hates goblins on hogbacks.
Even more than he respects people on horseback.
So that's going to be 3 points of damage on you. Do you have any armor?
Yes, I have studded leather armor and a shield.
So your studded leather armor should give you an armor bonus of...
I think 3.
Yep, gives you a rating of 3, and is it a small shield or a large shield?
Large.
And your armor rating is 5. So up on your character sheet on the top right, if you want to plug a 5 into armor rating.
On the top right?
Yeah.
Character sheet?
What's your character's name?
Osborne.
Oh, I was looking at...
should be on the combat tab.
Yeah.
Combat tab, okay.
Where is armor rating?
I don't see a section for it.
I
Yeah.
was looking at the NPC sheets, and it's got it right there, nice and easy. So go ahead and just roll me 5d6. We'll figure that out later.
Alrighty.
What kind of armor do you have?
He's got studded and a large shield.
Effect Podcast made a good note there, though I think Jake used his fast action already, but you could use your fast action to parry it.
Well, he used his fast action to draw,
Yeah.
To
And
draw
then a
and
slow
then
action
another one to
move.
approach him.
Yeah.
so he's out of actions.
Oh, that's what I mean. Like, I'm
In
just,
the future, could we
making
click
note
our
of it,
armor
so-
and then roll? Because if you click the armor on the combat page, you can then do a roll based on that.
Sure.
And maybe you can roll each individually. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that is a
Well,
thing.
anyway,
I think
Jake-
you also announce at the beginning if you want to dodge or parry, like before.
Yeah. But Jake doesn't.
Before the roll.
Yeah.
The attack roll.
Jake, just roll me 5d6.
Gotcha. That did not do what I wanted.
You got 1 success. Nope, it did fine. So
Oh.
if you click on the 5d6,
okay, there
it
we
expands
go.
it. So he swung at you for 3 damage. Your armor absorbs 1 point of damage. So you take 2 damage to your strength. So go ahead.
Mark that down.
Yep, you're now at, what did you have? 2 out of 4?
Mhm.
The
What-
other thing, Chuck, and I know, I'm sorry to bog it down, but like
No.
with armor, when you roll armor, so the 6 is blocked, but if you roll a 1, so the Banes, or just a 1 in Jake's case, like
Mhm.
that actually reduces the armor rating is if your armor didn't absorb all the damage. So
Right.
if your armor absorbs all the damage, those ones are cool. But if it didn't, then those ones reduce the armor rating.
Right. So your choice, does your shield or does your leather armor get reduced by 2 in its functionality?
Shield.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and I'll remove the shield.
All right.
By
Your
2 or by
shield.
1?
He had 2 ones there.
Okay, so it's just any ones or any of them are
Anyone.
blocked?
So if you
Okay.
block and any damage gets through, any ones that show up reduce your armor by that amount.
oof. That is.
That can be combat and damage if you look in the damage section. I'll show you the rules real quick so you can see the armor section on how that works. So yeah, Jake, you take some damage.
Mhm.
The other Iron Abbot, who is on the side, rides up to start chasing down the undead. while, let's see, this one here is going to ride around and it's going to move up on Jen. It's going to take a swing at your character, Jen.
Good luck, dum-dum.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking to you. I'm talking to the NPC.
I figured.
Okay, good.
1 point of damage. Do you got any armor?
I do. I have studded leather armor.
So if you want to roll your studded leather
I just
armor, you absorb it. You don't take any damage.
Haha!
There
I want
you
your
go.
horse.
Frendon, what do you got?
So my guy is really useless in combat, but he kind of instigated this and feels guilty. So he's going to move up and take a stab at the one that just stabbed Jen. It seems like the
Sure.
closest I could go. All right. Combat. Knife. Roll. I'm going to go ahead and push that.
Sure.
All right. We'll see if his armor mitigates it.
Wait,
I think it's still on private roll.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
I didn't see
sorry.
anything.
Okay, sorry, my bad. I got a 1 damage out of that pushed roll, and no banes or anything.
Okay. So yeah, you push. You don't got any bane, so nothing to worry about. You put 1 point of damage on that one, who's going to... So did I read that right from the chat? Shields don't add to your armor?
Yeah, shields, they don't actually have a protection rating, and protection rating is effectively like the d6s that you roll, and you get protection rating from armor and from cover. Shields are more for like parrying, and they give you a bonus. And so when you, like Melissa was saying, elect to use like try to defend against an attack, if you have I think it's a fast action, you get the extra mods to your roll for that.
Okay.
Okay.
So it goes against your armor then, in this case.
Yeah.
I am more than willing to re-roll that to make sure things went by smoothly.
Okay, if you want to.
See.
I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
worried about it.
No crud.
Let's just move on. We won't worry about it right now. Frendon, you said you did 1 point of damage. I'm going to roll this guy's armor, and he absorbs that 1 point.
Basically stays the same, but you lose less quality.
Yeah.
Mm.
And stuff can be repaired later. So it's
Yeah.
not like,
Yeah.
Assuming we live that long.
Yeah. Dan.
I feel like we just got to gang up on this guy and just wail on him. So
Sure.
I'll probably just come up on the other side of him here and try to do the stabby stab.
All right. So you roll up behind him and reach up and try and take a shank. You got any poison? You going to apply any poison?
I was going to see how to do that.
You just, as an action, slow action, you can apply poison to your knife. So you would move up with
Oh.
your fast action.
I have to spend a willpower.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. Good to know. So yeah, go ahead and make your attack.
So this is just going to be a regular stabby stab.
Yeah. That's 1 point of damage.
There it is. I'll take it. I actually rolled more combat dice than I anticipated. Oh, I did nothing though.
His armor just tanks all of it. Jake, back to the top.
Trying to find out how mounts work.
I walked up to him. I said, "Yee!" And he didn't notice.
What do you need to know, Jake?
Geez. I want to ride after the guy who's riding after the people, because it's otherwise they're gonna get, well, you know what, screw them, they're gonna get their shit kicked in anyway. So I'm just gonna attack the Mr.
There's a
Man
lot
here.
more of them than us.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna attack that man with my short spear.
Sure
I want to say
thing.
I'm disappointed that none of the jesters have come to help. I was kind of hoping that maybe us being the vanguard would inspire some loyalty.
It definitely did not.
it would have been a nice gesture if they.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I just want you to remember this moment, Jeff. Whenever you engaged in this, okay? You've
do every now
engaged.
and then.
I know
always
you do.
that. I jump
But
in every
now-
now and then.
Now the floodgates are open. You have engaged.
Is that what it is? It just like
Ooh.
Well, you know, we are kind of horsing around here.
yeah. That's fair.
You
I
get
just
1
don't know
point
if I
of
can
damage
juggle
through.
this many puns.
Yeah.
Do I add my melee to that damage?
Also disapproves.
Where did you
I
roll
just-
that at? Did you roll that on the
Or
combat
no,
tab?
okay, yeah, I already did. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, his armor should be pretty wrecked now, though. in
It's
theory.
wearing him down. Yeah, you guys are definitely taking chunks out of his armor. He does have 2 points of damage that have actually applied to his person.
In that case, I'm going to declare a parry just in case.
Okay. All right. Jen.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and stab at him again
Okay.
with my long spear. There's a lot of people focused on the captain. I feel like I should focus on the one who rode up to me and just tried to attack me, so nobody has to move to attack them.
Okay.
So, I don't think I have anything that can parry, unfortunately. But I still will hold. Trying to see if there's any fast actions that I can hold. Oh wow. Oh, that's a grapple attack. Never mind. I was like, I can grapple as like a free action, but no, that's different. Okay. I'm going to I'm gonna save my dodge and I will attack with my long spear to the one that's in front of me.
Sure. 2 successes. So yeah, that's 2 points of damage.
Step. And yes, effect. I'm planning on dodging if I need to. I'm ready.
He gets 2 successes. Why did that roll so many?
I feel like his dice are rolling more and more, because even compared to when you rolled them against me, there was more dice against Jake.
That shouldn't have been. Let me roll this again.
I think rather than losing quality, he's gaining quality.
Yeah, that's not. Let me just roll it up here.
Self-repairing.
Getting stronger.
It's a T1000.
Such a terrible mistake. Oh, God.
Whatever.
There we go.
You see this boy.
Stronger.
Our party just thumbs
so
up and goes down in lava.
He takes all that damage. You said you did 2 points of damage? Jen, is that how many you did?
Yes, I hit 2.
Okay. He takes all the damage and it reduces his armor another step.
Wait, are we talking about the captain? Because I didn't stab the captain. I stabbed the guy who's directly north of me.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
I made a point to say I stabbed the guy directly north of me because everyone else seems to be focused on the everyone else is focused on the captain.
Okay, that's
So,
fine.
I'll focus on this other
reflect
punk.
that
You
on
want to
there.
be able to say, I'm the captain now first.
I
Yeah,
want his horse though.
absolutely. I don't blame you.
I'm like eyeing up his horse and I'm like using like my animal handling to like pet it and be like, you will be mine soon.
You have one hand on its muzzle, one hand stabbing
I'll
the guy.
eat you last.
I lied.
All right, Jeff, what do you got?
I would like to. Can I reposition myself with my fast action?
Absolutely.
here and try to get. This is so stupid, but I'm gonna do it like there,
Yeah.
and then with my regular action, I want to call upon my sword fighter. I think it's. Hang on, let me make sure this doesn't cost willpower. Cool, it doesn't cost willpower.
Okay.
My sword fighter, rank 2, I can slash 2 enemies with my sword with a single action. I can roll separately for the 2 attacks, and then there's like this whole other stuff. So that's what I'm gonna try.
Oh wow. Okay. So you're gonna swing at both of them.
Yeah, it's because I got the thing twice when I. So I'll start with the captain. That's going to be a miss, and then on the other one, that'll be a hit on the other one for 1, just 1
Okay.
point.
So let me roll his armor. No, he doesn't absorb it, and he takes a point of damage. So, or how much? Yeah.
Yeah, just 1.
The tide is turning against these two. Melissa.
I am going to come over to the one that Jen hit and bop him on the head. Hopefully.
Sure.
Not bop him on the head.
Oh my gosh, you want to push that?
No.
Okay. So now it is the Iron Abbot's turn. Let's see. All right, so these iron abbots they're not real thrilled that you guys are swarming up on them. So they're going to withdraw. But seeing as they're surrounded to do that, they're going to need to take a move action.
Are there attacks of opportunity in this?
Yes. No? Jeff is saying
Oh.
no.
I mean, not in most games, unless there's something
Oh,
about
okay.
for bans I don't remember. But most free league games there aren't. I could be
Yeah.
wrong,
I don't think
I'll
there
pretend
are.
I let him get away.
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure there aren't.
So yeah,
Get away.
he shifts back with his movement. The other one does the same thing. Shifts back. The catch here is that when you try to move away and you're surrounded, you have to make a roll move test, and if you fail, you're not able to disengage from the enemy. So once they're
Cool. Yeah.
further back, they're going to use their quick actions, or another quick action, to put their flails away and pull out their heavy crossbows.
Oh no.
But this one is going to continue to move, and it rides ahead and cuts off all of the fleeing jesters. Friendon, what do you got?
Well, given where everybody moved, I'm not much of a combat boy. I definitely... the effective range of crossbows in this game is being closer to them better, or is getting further away better in this kind of engagement range?
I don't remember off the top of my head. Let me check.
Okay.
The general thing is just like if you're in range with somebody, it's usually like if you're up on them, sometimes there's like it's harder. Like there's negative odds for it. and
So
stuff
yeah,
like that.
there's on that thing I just showed, arm's length,
Okay.
you're going to take a -3 near than the further you are.
All right. With my movement, could I get within that -3 range at arm's length, like over here, or no? I
Yeah.
would have to move 3. Okay, 3 squares, probably 30 feet ish. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not.
That's what I'll do.
Numbers are abstract, right? What's math?
Right. Exactly.
So,
Math
yeah.
is for people with a better brain than me.
Yeah.
That is what I'm going to do. I'm going to move up and I'm going to try to stab the captain.
Sure thing.
1 damage again. My knife just plink, plink, plink.
Okay. So the captain's going to roll, see if his armor does anything. And his armor does soak up that 1 point of damage.
Degrades it though, right? Like that's
No.
the trade-off. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No. If
Nothing got
it
through.
didn't, if damage got through,
Oh,
and
that's
then
where you spend
if
it.
he rolled ones, those ones would degrade the damage.
Gotcha.
So yeah, you move up, you swing, but the turn passes to Dan, not the tan passes to
This
Dern.
is to Dern.
Yeah, that's the wrong way.
Well, let's
Steely
just
Dern.
continue doing it. We'll see if I can get any better stabbing down this time.
There you go.
Hey, that's a lot better stabbing this time.
Sure thing. 3 points of damage against the captain, who's going to roll. See how much his armor soaks up. His armor soaks
darn
up
it.
2. So you still
No,
put
that's
1
good
point of
stab.
damage on the captain.
Yeah.
You can't have much left.
The captain's looking really beat up at this point. You can see blood seeping out between his armor. He calls up, "You will all perish for such a slight against the Brotherhood of Rust." And then it passes. It skipped Jake. Let me go back up to Jake.
We just might. So
There we go. Jake, it's your turn.
Okay.
It's fine. I quick saved before this encounter.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Saves.
as you
I don't
do.
think the rest of us did though.
No, if anyone dies, it's going to be me. My character's like, I barter well? Let's stab a captain.
How does movement as a rider on a mount work?
I'm just going to say you can move more bands. So if you wanted to dump both of your turns into movement, I'll say you can catch up to the other
The far rider.
The far
or
rider.
Move up and
What about the fella on the far left?
Absolutely.
that's the yeah.
I'll
That's
say
one.
that's one movement on your mount.
Well,
so you're,
I mean, no, the fella on the far,
well, yeah,
far
yeah,
left.
that's what I initially said. If you use your slow action or your fast action, you can catch up to that person.
Okay.
They weren't really hustling when they went over there because, it's a bunch of undead. They can't move that fast. So, yeah, Jake, you can absolutely. You won't be able to do anything this turn, but you'll be right there next to him for next turn.
All right. Let's see. Can I travel through people? Does that work?
Yeah, just drag and drop your token wherever you want it to go.
God.
Is it? Did you
How
grab?
can I move my map without having to drag a big circle or a big square over things?
You right click and drag.
That's not working.
Make sure on the.
Okay, there we go. Thank God.
Yeah, you need to make sure you're on the basic controls on the top left, which looks like a little silhouette of a dude.
Yeah, I've got that. I just don't know how things work.
Yeah, it's.
I've been dragging selecting.
Oh, okay.
squares
Yeah, you got to
move the
click
map
on it
up to this
once,
point.
and then you can drag it.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you go and you catch up with that one. And then the turn passes to Jen. Jen, what are you gonna do?
You know what I'm doing?
Damn.
I'm stabbing the guy who's directly north of me.
There you go.
At least I'm going to attempt
Finish the
to.
Captain. Finish the captain.
I'm not finishing the captain.
That's 2
I'm
points
getting
of
his buddy.
damage.
I'm getting his buddy.
You steal his horse if he survives.
He won't get away.
So yeah, 2 points of damage on his buddy. Let me roll his armor. 1 point of damage gets absorbed. So he takes a point of damage and you reduce his armor by 1.
Okay.
Let's see. Jeff, what do you got?
All right, so I think I'm going to come over around to the captain
And play him a nice song.
and just whisper in his ear, "Taste the rainbow." And I think I'm gonna try a shove. I want to see if I can knock him down.
Sure, knock him off his horse.
So it should just
Good thought.
I have looked up the exact roll before it was my turn, but I'm stupid. So yeah, I think it's just like it depends on, like, if his strength is higher than mine, then it would have to be like, I think I would have to get 2 successes. But
So
I think
yeah,
he's been
you
kind of hurt.
try to push. I'll just drop the rules for shove right in the chat.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh, that posted
So
is
melee
Jake.
weapon. Okay. So I don't have anything. I don't have any shield or anything. So
Mhm.
I guess I can't do that since I don't have a shield or anything with a hook feature. So I'll just attack.
I think you can roll a melee. A weapon with hook or shield can be used. Doesn't have to be used.
I think it would just add to your dice.
Yeah, it just gives you a bonus.
Okay. All right. So I'll just attempt to knock him down if I can.
What is your strength score?
3, I believe. Yeah, it's 3.
With them being wounded right now, you actually have higher. So let's see. Your opponent falls to the ground and is prone. Yeah, you knock the captain off the horse and onto the ground.
I hope you like jump up to do it
Yeah.
and like you dunk it on it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
All
right.
Now wait a minute.
captain's on the ground, prone. So that'll give a bonus to any incoming attacks. Melissa,
I'm gonna run up and bop the captain on the head then.
sounds like a plan.
Put him to sleep.
Night night.
There.
Meanwhile, other side of the map, the one guy is just like slaughtering all these jesters.
So what's the bonus?
+2.
To
When,
strength or melee?
if you're going to roll your attack, it'll bring up the little box and you can
So
in the
modifier?
bonus. Yeah, just put a +2 in the modifier there.
All right. Damn it.
You can push if you want.
Sure.
Okay.
There we go.
There you go.
You
1
go.
point of
Hey.
damage. He still has his armor on. So I'm going to go ahead and let him. He does absorb that 1 point. So,
Is he still at 46?
yeah.
Didn't he?
Not anymore. Now he's down
Didn't
to
he
2.
lose
But like,
one?
I think he was at 46. Yeah, he was right.
Shouldn't he?
Wasn't
have lost
the other
on his-
one was the one that Jen attacked.
Yeah.
The
The other
47.
one is way lower on their armor total.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's if they take damage and if they rolled ones, those ones reduce it. If they,
He, like, cracked his helmet or something like
Yeah.
that. You bopped him on the head and cracked his helmet. So
He
his
didn't
head's
take
free
damage
now,
from me.
he did not.
Now we
take
just need to
damage
scoop
from
up the field mice and
but his
Yeah.
armor is like way down now.
Yeah. So the captain stands up, and I'm going to make him make a test. We're going to call it an agility. We're going to call it
Make it an algebra test.
an algebra test.
Algebra. Maybe calculus.
simple geometry.
No, when you knocked him off his horse, he dropped his bow. So he has to stand up with his movement, and then he draws his flail again. He loses out on his turn because of being prone. The other
He
one,
exclaims, "Oh no!"
yeah, the other one still on horseback, still with the bow. He's going to ride up next to the captain, though. And he is going to reach a hand out to the captain to help the captain get up on the back of his horse. So it looks like they're planning on cutting loose and trying to get away.
Okay.
Did he
Friendon,
move away from me?
he did.
Oh, okay.
You have to knock them both down now.
Inspired by the performance of my dwarven pal, I'm also now going to try to push the rider, not the captain, since the captain's probably on back, and this will cause more chaos. The rider off the horse now.
What's your strength score?
It's only a 1.
Okay. Your strength score, because of damage, is not higher than the other guys.
Okay, so I wouldn't be able to do that then.
No, you can. Absolutely. You just need one success. If
Okay.
their strength score is higher than yours, you have to roll 2 X's. Or, 2 6s to succeed.
Okay.
Are you still rolling private or no?
No, I'm not. I'm doing it right now. So
Okay.
I'm rolling strength.
Melee. You roll melee.
Strength. No, he rolls strength.
Okay.
He's pushing.
Yeah, I thought that was melee when we looked at it earlier.
you
I
wanna
will
push
It's
that?
melee.
Oh, it is a
It's
melee? Okay.
It's
So-
melee.
Okay.
What's your
All
melee
right.
score?
My melee score is. I don't see
It's
that.
under the strength.
Under strength.
Under main.
Oh, I see it. It's a 1. So I
So
actually
you
get.
roll another
get one more.
d6.
Yeah.
Yep, just roll another d6.
Okay.
Ah,
Nope. All right, so you try to shove, but you don't succeed.
Okay. All right. So that was a move, a shove. I'll say for a dodge.
You move.
Or
with
actually-
yeah, you're out.
I'm out. Yeah. That's right.
Dan, what do you got?
let's see. I think for now I'm just gonna try and kill the captain
Sure thing.
since he's right there.
And on the ground, prone, you get a bonus.
Oh, I thought you got pulled up. Otherwise, I would have. Okay, that's fine.
And I get a +2 bonus
Yeah.
If he's
from
still
being
prone,
on
yeah.
ground. Or
No,
plus
he's
1?
not prone anymore. I'm
He
sorry,
should
you
be
don't
prone
get a
anymore.
bonus. That was my bad. So yeah, just go ahead and roll your attack as normal.
Let me double check then. I might. Is shove a fast action or a slow action?
It's fast action.
So would I be able to shove him and then attack him?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll do that then. Try and push him back on the ground. Which I won't do. And now I try to murder him.
Yeah, you didn't shove him down, but you do get 2 points of damage. He still has armor. He absorbs 1 point of damage.
This guy's be a pain in the ass.
You reduce his armor by 1, and you reduce his health to 0.
Oh, good. I'm the murderer.
You stabbed through his armor to kill him.
We were all the murder hobos all along,
You are
Dan.
all the murder hobos.
That means
was in
I
us all
win the
along.
horse. No.
Oh my gosh.
Stabby Dan.
I like
Stabby
lifted you up
Dan.
onto the horse.
All right. Passes up to
I'm
Jake.
the one who murders.
All right, I'm gonna try and shove Mr. Man to the
All right.
ground.
Make a melee test.
All right. Do I get my large shield attached to that
You
as well?
do get to add your shield bonus to that too.
Heck yeah! Roll that out.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
2 successes. What is your strength?
My strength is 2 right now.
Okay, so to succeed, you would have needed to roll 2 successes, which you did. So you knock him off his horse onto the ground.
Yeah.
Gonna do anything else?
I'm gonna spit on him. Then I'm
Okay.
gonna tell all the jesters to head towards our caravan.
Okay. They'll start turning back and wandering
and then,
that
just
direction.
in case, I'll prepare to
Okay.
parry.
Perry.
Yeah.
All right, Jen, what do you got?
I'm also on mute, sorry. I'm going to stab at the one who's still standing. Or rather, riding.
Okay.
Whew.
Oh, wow. 3. So that one gets to roll to see if their armor takes any of that. Absolutely not. It does not reduce their armor total, but it does, as it was pointed out, it doesn't slay them, but it breaks them.
They
We'll
start weeping uncontrollably.
we'll
Weeping
roll critical
blood,
hit
yes.
damages later, I think, because you're doing a spear, right?
Long spear. Yep.
So actually, Dan and Jen, you both did broke them with piercing weapons.
Along came a spear. Long came a spear.
So Dan, on the captain, you would have pierced his cheek, and Jen also pierced his cheek.
Now, are we talking the 2 butt cheeks or face? Like what cheek?
I thought face 100%.
Go team butt stab!
Oh my god.
That's kind of what I was going for, Jake. So I'm glad.
Yeah.
Glad you
All
have that
right.
background.
So yeah, both of those 2 are now broken. So you're out
Nicely
of
done, us.
targets over here. Jeff and
Oh, wait, could I
Melissa-
use my free action to move? Because I didn't use my action yet.
You used your slow action to attack, so yeah, you still have your fast action.
I'd like to start moving to Friendo back here, who's hanging out with Jake.
Okay, I'll say you can make it
Where is he?
right about here. Jake's way
Am I
over here.
missing?
There's a free horse too.
So if you
Okay.
want to move, I'll say you can make it like right there.
Okay, I do that.
Unless you want to just go ahead and take their horse now.
I want to take their horse now.
Horse.
I'll say you spend your quick action.
And Jen just rides off into the sunset.
Put myself right on top of their token. It's like,
You spend their quick action. That's our horse.
okay.
You spend your quick action
Grand
mounting
Theft
the
Equine.
horse.
Wee.
Wee.
All right.
What are you gonna name your new horse?
I don't know yet.
Oh, I guess
Aggro?
we could ask Captain.
I'm gonna name it
what's his
Aggro.
face?
Okay. So Jen, you got a horse.
Aggro.
We're gonna say right now. I know some people in chat are given some rules. To kill them, if it comes time, we'll do it empathy, but that's going to be after combat's resolved. I'm going to say for now, they've dropped. They're out of the combat, and you guys can decide after combat how you want to handle that. So Jen moves to Jeff. Jeff, got any plans?
Yeah. How far away is the third rider? Like, is it still an eye shot, like, or ear shot is more important? I suppose.
You would need to move. They're kind of obscured by the wagon.
Okay.
So you would kind of need to move around to.
Okay. All right. I kind of want to taunt. So can I? And you can. Yeah. So what I like to try to do is
We'll
get
say.
my sword out and
Yeah.
like put it to the captain's neck,
Oh, okay.
not killing him, and shouting out to the other one that's across the way. It's like
I'm gonna need just a second.
like, hey, Professor, you might want to come back. Your captain's about to say goodbye. And I just want to roll. I just want to try to taunt him to see if I can get the
Yeah.
writer to come to us.
Yeah, that sounds like a manipulation.
Okay. Can I say I'm taunting and use performance?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Because I actually have points in performance. All right. So, oh God, 1 success.
Okay. I'm gonna say, let's see. You taunt him. I don't see a good skill he can roll to resist that. So
I am irresistible.
yeah, the
Survival,
threats,
manipulation.
the threat of his captain being slain is enough to shake this guard free, this Iron Abbot free of what they got going. And yeah, they're gonna have eyes on you. Now, what did you say to them again?
I just basically like if you don't get on over here before your captain says goodbye, you might never get a chance.
So what I was trying to figure out is like, are you trying to draw the fight back to you, or
Yes.
are you trying to hold the captain hostage to end the combat?
I'm trying to bring the writer over, and
Okay.
I assume it's like a 2-step process. Once they're over here, then we can probably stop the combat. But right now, it's
Okay.
just like
Okay, I'll say he goes for it.
Okay.
All right, Melissa, you can see that the far rider has been swayed by Waite's words.
I'm going to grab the other horse.
Sure thing. Go ahead. I won't make you roll for it right now. You grab the horse and
Okay.
there's now
Just gonna hang tight over here.
Okay. The captain on the ground doesn't do anything. This one, not Jake. The other one who is on... No, you did not push him off his horse. You just dealt damage to him, right, Jake? Or did you push him
No,
off?
I pushed him.
He's going to... he's going to surrender. All right, don't kill the captain. I'll come on over. And he grabs his horse by the lead. And for now, I'll say, Jake, you can tag along with him.
Yeah.
He leads his
My
horse over
spear
there.
at his back.
He's like, fine, just let us go.
I feel like they gotta surrender some equipment before they go.
we're gonna take, down to their skivvies at least.
What do we
And
What do we know about this group? Like,
That we shouldn't have done this, probably.
probably-
do we know? Yeah, do we know that like
These are
They're
Knights
like- they hold
Templar
grudges
of
forever.
An evil
Yeah.
cult.
they're
You would
they're
know.
highly connected? Like,
Yes. There are... The Brotherhood of Rust is in almost every town, every village. They openly wander the roads. Back when the Blood Mist was in place, it was rumored that only Rust brothers could move through the mist without being harmed.
What I'm hearing is we're going to need to make sure they're dead and word does not get back.
That's exactly
yeah, we've
what
got to
I'm
kill
thinking.
them.
The best way to hide the bodies is,
Eat them.
and I'm gonna look over at what's your name? What's your character's
Hey!
name, Jen?
Urza, hey,
Urza. And I'm gonna say nothing. Never mind.
Urza buffet over here for you right there.
oh my
But
god.
yeah, you would know if word got out, if these three reported back that the group of you, word would get around to all of the Brothers of the Rust. They would probably send out more Iron Abbots to chase you down.
Yeah.
First things
Someone-
first, fellas. Strip down to your baggy
Yeah.
brownies and turn around and head back to where you came.
Go ahead and give me a manipulation test, Jake. Let me know if you need me to roll that for you.
There we go.
Okay.
That is a 1.
Yeah, sure. They start stripping down. Now, another thing I would like to point out is their clothes and their armor is very, very branded, I would say.
Yeah,
So we can't-
stereotypically.
Yeah.
I don't expect we're going to go off wearing it, but I suspect they'll be easier to kill without it on.
I would have
think
wore
that's
better
fair.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's exactly what
absolutely.
I'm going for, actually.
But yeah, I just wanted to make sure you know if you put this armor on and start parading around as an Iron Abbot.
We're frigged.
That could be fun.
Yeah.
Like,
We need to get rid of the
we're
armor.
Iron Abbots.
We need to get rid of it. Just like we're getting rid of the bodies, we need
Yep.
to get rid of the armor too.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not actually dead yet. Are we killing them?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we are.
We have to.
We
Yeah.
can't let them
Also,
go.
we're not saying this to them. We're just. I think what
No.
what Jake's trying to do is get them stripped down, and then we're
Yes.
gonna murder them.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get them to strip down, then turn their backs to us, so as
I
to
got
murder
all
them.
of that.
Yes.
I did too. Yep.
So they've got their backs to you. You told them to get walking. So they strip down. They're walking away.
We're about to go
Run up with Fat
Caesar,
Bob and stab one in the neck.
Yes.
We're
You're gonna
about
need
to
to
get-
give me
the Senate here.
empathy
50
tests
rolls, yeah.
to slay a helpless foe. You got to give empathy. So the question is, what happens when you fail that empathy?
You're supposed to fail it. Otherwise, you can't, I believe, is what Effect Podcast said. You have to fail
That
your
sounds
empathy test.
right.
Yep.
All right,
Unless
so-
you're like
Hooray!
the cold-blooded
Enough
talent.
of us failed.
Push my roll.
Oh,
Damn it.
I guess. I have a
You
ton of
can never
empathy, so-
unfail. The way that pushing works in this is it saves your successes.
Yeah.
A ton of empathy, but not right now.
Yeah, so my character too, and he's like, nah, it's good.
So Jake, you passed that empathy roll. Oh, you pushed.
and I
Jake,
still
you should have
passed.
not pushed. What was
Oh.
your initial roll, Jake? Yeah,
Same
you
as
just
it
didn't
was.
have it in you. Like you passed your empathy, which means they're harmless. You know it's going to cause you trouble, but you just can't bring yourself to do it. But that's not a problem because all of your compatriots just run up and slaughter them.
Is it no
Fuck
surprise
yeah.
that Amazon has no empathy whatsoever
It's
for the working class?
No surprise whatsoever.
So it actually costs a willpower point to do this. So I don't have any willpower, so I wouldn't be able to pitch in.
Oh.
Oh, it
Shit.
costs willpower to slay
Yeah.
someone?
That's what it says. That's what I'm reading right now. So it says even if the roll fails, you must spend 1 willpower point and suffer 1 point of damage to empathy. Killing in cold blood is not as easy as you might think. There is a talent that like bypasses
Is this killing in cold blood though? Like these people, we knew that they were bad and they were
I would-
attacking us.
I would rule this. It's not killing in cold blood because you know if they walk away, it's going to be death for you.
Yeah.
This isn't indifference. This is survival.
And if this was the other way around, they would totally kill us. Like it
Yeah.
not like some random person
Yeah, we're
that
not.
we're like,
we're not
"Ha!"
creeping up
I
on
mean,
someone's. We're not eating like a village full of women and babies here.
Yeah.
Who would
Hey.
do something like that? That sounds awful.
Oh yeah, I don't
They
know.
weren't all babies.
Only most of them.
I mean, if there's just like even a small percentage, it's probably not good.
The
well, they're
genuine
babies, so it would be a
It's like
small
2%.
you
percentage.
put into saying
Who
that.
calls them all babies though?
Would be-
They weren't
Oh,
all
no,
babies.
it's
like I
like-
mentioned
it's
the
like
women
Captain Crunch.
too. It's fine. No.
It's
They were adult
oops all
women.
babies is what you rolled into in the village. It was
They're-
oops
they're
all
just
babies.
Little baby poppers. You wrap them up in bacon and
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Hella baby poppers.
Look at Melissa's
God.
face. Oh my God. Melissa's like,
I want my
No.
baby back, baby back, baby back.
God.
All right. You slay these 3 Iron Abbots.
Effect says we're still killing in cold blood. So
You know what? I'm gonna allow it.
this one time.
This one time I'll allow it.
then don't let them get undressed, and we'll fight them with their clothing on, and then it's the
Took us
same.
3 days to get through that armor.
In fact,
Hold still.
we usually run pretty close to murder hobos anyway. So
God.
no, the first
We
section.
just won't be killing many innocent people.
Did
Yeah.
anybody take damage throughout the fight? Like on our side? So no one took willpower points.
No.
We just murder hobo too well.
Yeah.
We've got all these years of practice together, just
Yeah.
running up and killing everybody
Yeah.
we see.
Somebody
Next-
gets some. I
Oh
thought,
no,
but
somebody did get hit.
somebody
was
lost
it?
2 strength. I
I-
Was
think.
it
I didn't.
was it
I
Jake?
got hit,
Oh,
but my
Jake.
armor absorbed it.
Oh, that's what
Broke
it
all
was.
of it? Oh, okay. Okay.
No, I thought your armor took 1 of 3, and then you
Oh,
lost.
yeah,
That was
that's
when
right.
that was when he was using the shield because he thought he could, and then he switched
Yeah.
it to his leather armor.
Not
So
going to worry
I
about
did
that.
take 2 strength. Yeah.
Okay.
In theory, Jake could murder them.
Okay.
You have the power.
All right. Well, then I'll kill the healthiest one.
I didn't even roll, so because I didn't want to.
Do I have to
Yeah.
roll again to kill the others?
No, we're not.
No, you don't roll for the
Okay.
attack. You just roll to see if you have the courage to do
Right.
it. Like, anyway, it's a
Well,
coup
I
de grace.
mean, do I have to roll empathy again to kill the others?
Kill what others?
Well,
We're killing. We're calling them killed. I believe.
okay.
they're- yeah.
Okay. All right.
I now will know the rule for next time. So next time we know that even in a situation like this, killing's not easy. But
Well, like the question that I have actually that I think is pretty important is, let's say the captain is downed. Do we still have to expend a willpower to kill the captain that we're in combat with, or is it specifically because we made this choice to be like, take off all your clothes, turn around and walk away? Like, is it that
Once
mechanic that
they're-
stopped it, or is it because they're prone and like
no,
zero?
once they're no longer a threat.
Well, they're broken. Once they're broken.
Once they're broken.
Okay, so it's every time we
So
want to kill
anytime
something.
I want to kill somebody.
Yeah.
Oh.
You might want to
It's
invest.
only intelligent creatures. So
Yeah.
if it's like monsters and shit and animals and
Yeah,
such,
it's
like,
no problem.
I like
Inflict
animals
damage
more
on
than
myself
people.
to get willpower.
Yeah, you might want to invest some
Like-
experience in the cold-blooded
cold-blooded
talent.
Cold blooded. Apparently, the other thing is you only get willpower from Banes.
Yes, you only
that
get
I did
willpower
know,
from
yeah.
Banes. You have to push a roll. You have to have a Bane when you push that roll, which is going to deal you some damage. And then you get a Bane from that. So getting willpower to do it, you have to fail.
It's an interesting push pull that they have here with that. I dig it.
Yeah.
It's just we just didn't know, and I probably wouldn't have engaged had I known we didn't have the resources required to end the fight. Like, I'll know for next time.
It's why I picked this one. It's a good learning experience.
Right.
Taught some lore,
Mm-hmm.
and we got to flesh out how combat works.
Speaking of
Do
flesh,
more
I mean,
better.
we could always. I know friend had made it a joke, but we could always ask the jesters, like, are they hungry?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We've got undead right
This is a
there.
way we could bypass it, make them pass the empathy rolls.
Oh fuck yeah!
Until
dude.
until undeads go kind of feral,
Okay.
they don't
Okay.
actually
They
eat
They take great
flesh.
offense to you offering that to them.
Yeah,
Sorry, I thought. I'm sorry, we saved your fucking lives. Go ahead, take offense.
Yeah, good job standing back there and letting us take all those
Yeah.
spears from people on horseback while you cowered. It was
We're the
cool.
ones with the moral dilemma, but you go ahead.
so
Should have
the
nuked Megaton.
the armor and the weapons of the Iron Abbots is so very much. Matt, sadly, no characters died. They've slain the 3 Iron Abbots. The gear from the Iron Abbots is pretty much unusable to all of you, just because it is so heavily, so easily to distinguish where it came from.
Do they have any like consumables or small sorts of things we
Um,
can take from?
I'll tell you what, they've got food and water. Each of you can increase your food and water die size by 1.
There we go. That's worth something, I think.
Yeah. They've got some arrows. So if you will say there's enough arrows to increase 2 die size of arrows. So, and then you also get the 3 horses. The horses are in barding that's very specific to the Rust Brothers. So you would need to strip that all down.
We'll need to dig a big old hole in a bush somewhere and pile them in it.
Yeah. But yeah, with that, the jesters and everything, they thank you. And they're like, we really appreciate it. If you're looking for a place to seek shelter, the Hollows isn't too far from here. Just tell them that, Frankie go to the Three Skulls. Actually, go to the other fucking joint. Give me a second here.
Go to the Jester's Jamboree.
We could always both ride the donkey, friend, and I am just a dwarf.
Yeah. That's true. Hop on back, you horse's ass. Get on my donkey.
Go to the Dead Man's Hand Inn. Tell them that Frankie sent you and that you helped Frankie out, and they'll put you up for the night.
Nice. Frankie, my dear, we need an inn.
That's great.
Tell him Frankie sent you.
Yeah.
Tell him Frankie also said relax. Like I feel like we've done this before because we literally have Four Finger Frankie.
Yeah. We got it loaded up.
What was the name of the joint? The
Dead Man's Inn.
Dead Man's End.
Yes.
That was 3 different people all saying it.
Dead.
I know, yeah,
Dead Man's Hand Inn.
Dead Man's Hand. I knew there was a hand in there.
It was the
Be the
Fred
Deadheads.
Van Gland Finn.
It could be the Deadheads, and I could just play a bunch of Grateful Dead.
There you go.
Oh, don't, please.
Touch a gray, let's go, buddy.
Please don't.
There's always that one person in the tavern shouting
Must be
Freebird.
getting
Yeah,
early.
Irene, you need to watch your
getting up
goddamn
early.
mouth. Quit fucking cursing all the goddamn time.
It's all right.
All right. So you've resolved it. We're ready to continue on our little journey. I'm gonna take a little, GM liberty and probably presume you're all gonna head to the Hollows.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
Because that gives us a good starting point for an actual little campaign.
Sure.
So if you click back over to the world map, you'll see the Hollows is right there.
Mm-hmm.
And down here is where you just took care of that caravan. So you're roughly a day's travel from the Hollows. So if you set out that direction now, you'll make it there probably midday tomorrow. That's going to be 2 squares that you have to enter, which means we're now going to be moving into our traveling rules. Which once again, I've got to...
Again?
What's that?
What was that sheet called again?
Right there.
The journey sheet. There it is.
Yep.
Thank you.
I was gonna go look for it.
So that means we've got 2 days to travel. Each quarter day, you have to decide what you're going to do. So let's go with quarter day number 1. What are you all doing? Your options are, if you want to move, everyone will need to hike, someone will need to lead the way, and someone will need to keep watch.
I have a bunch of Pathfinder.
Okay, so why don't you do the lead the way for every
Forbidden
point of
Lands?
Pathfinder? What's that?
This is Forbidden Lands. It's the wrong
Oh, it's
game.
not Pathfinder. Yeah, wrong game. Yeah,
Didn't somebody lead the way skill or something too?
I've got,
Jake?
Yeah, I have the
I have the
Pathfinder as
skill,
well,
but my wits are terrible.
well, Melissa's got it, and she's got
Yeah.
a couple ranks in it.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got a second rank 2 Pathfinder.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
Yeah, I've got for future reference. I've also got 3 in wit, 2 in survival, and I've got the Pathfinder. So I don't know if
Nice.
for future. I like it. I don't know what I can do though. I can hunt.
There you
Yeah.
I've only got one
Well,
scouting.
Here's the catch. If you guys want to keep moving, if you want to make, your 2 hexes per quarter day, everyone's going to need to hike. Yeah, it's
Okay.
2 hexes per quarter day. Actually, you could make it there today. I have math real bad.
And let's just go. Let's just go straight there.
Okay.
All of us have mounts except Dan too, which lets us move faster. Like Dan can maybe get on the back of a horse.
Yeah, you guys can double up. So, Melissa, if you want to go ahead and roll me that lead the way, take your 2 points for your Pathfinder.
So I'm reading through kind of what this looks like based on the chat. So rank 2 basically for me just means that leading the way is a rest for me. So I don't know that actually helps with the roll.
Oh, is Jen maybe have better dice then with all of her
So
combined?
for survival, I would be rolling 7 total.
That's still better than me because I've got 3 wit, 2 survival, so that would be
Oh,
6
okay.
total for me.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I do have.
Yeah.
I guess I have 2 survival. Okay. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Sorry.
So yeah, you move into another hex, no problem.
I have 1 survival.
I don't know if I like this or not, but
Apparently
I
a lot
did.
of us have wits for some reason.
Did that work? There we go. I put those little like transparent clear to show which hexes you've already been in.
I like that.
So, you know what? We're going to figure out the rules a little bit later. I don't want to do another random encounter because we are still at session 0 and we're moments from ending. So we're going to end this session by saying that you all travel north and you make it to the Hollows. And let me... Where did I put that? I put it in journal entries. This is so much stuff I have to move through.
Will I ever be able to get a bear, or will I have to like capture a bear in the wild?
I'm going to probably make you capture a bear.
Okay.
I can buy a bear trap.
I could
as
help
a
you with
version.
that. I could. Like,
Yeah,
talk
it
to
could be a
bear.
team-up thing.
Okay.
Get like a baby bear, threaten to eat it, and then if it doesn't
Are you saying
serve
in
as your
order
mount, then you eat it.
Oh my god. That's our opportunity for a baby Bjorn in this one. Baby bear Orn.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
You engendered some real feeling there.
It's cheap to just put my name in there. It's cheap.
I know.
It's cheap.
So-
Okay, so
Barely
anyway,
a
the
pun.
Hollows. The Hollows.
The village, it's a welcome sight. There's a bunch of well-to-do houses standing close together, slightly obscured by billowing chimney smoke. You hear the sounds of kids playing as you approach. You catch the smell of fresh bread, cooking meats. When you get closer, you can see there's a low stone wall encircling this town. It's guarded. There's a few stone towers here and there. You can see guards standing on these towers. There's a wooden sign painted next to the road with the words written, "Welcome to the Hollows. Drink from our takers, eat from our bowls, but honor the dead walking by our sides."
Hey, dead guys.
So now you can all, if you want to, there's a new item up top, a new map. The Hollows, right next to Open Road.
Oh, nice.
And you'll all approach the gate to the kind of the southwest there. The gate stands open at this time of day. You can see there's a guard on the tower not far from the gate as you approach. He gives you a look over, but seeing as you know, you don't seem to be brigands or coming in aggressively, and it is during the day, he doesn't really give you any notice. And I think with that, we're about 6 minutes out till our targeted end time. So we're just going to pick up next session with you all moving in and exploring the Hollows and seeing what's all there. So yeah, I guess we can do some talking real quick. I got some more familiarity to get with the rules a little bit. I spent, as soon as Matt asked me to run a game and I said Forbidden Lands, I got myself my copy of Foundry. I've spent all this time just plugging shit into Foundry. And so I know I've read all the rules, but that wasn't my focus at the time. So now I need to go through and make sure I learn the rules.
I got a little homework to do too.
Yeah. It's a fun system. I'm looking forward to getting into it. I like it's just very much exploration. You go around, you get legends, you figure out stories, and the pacing is all very much determined by all of you, where you decide what you want to do, and then I can just roll on tables to figure out where to put shit.
Maybe my huge stack of points and lore will be useful for something then.
It could be, yeah.
Because that's all I've got.
Hoping to be able to peddle and merchant in the town and get some of my skills in.
Yeah, did we
Wanna
find
sing
no
some
money on those
songs.
guys?
The Iron Abbots didn't have any money on them, no.
That makes sense. They wouldn't have money. They probably don't need money. They just go to town and flex their influence.
Yeah.
Gotta figure out our end of session XP.
To
Oh,
come
yeah.
out,
Question.
Print out
Look
every
right into
Tom
my
Waits
bag.
song there is, just so it's ready to go.
There you go. Let's see.
I'm glad you enjoyed the Tom Waits comparison and
Think it
ran with it.
works.
I'm glad you took
So
it.
yeah, that's a good point, Melissa. We need to figure out our XP. So I like the way XP works in this, just like in Vesson. So I'll go through a list of questions, and if you can answer yes, you get a point of experience. And then I'll just go ahead and show you what I'm working off of. So then it also tells you what you can spend XP on and how much things cost. So first off, did you participate in the session?
Present.
I
Yeah.
wrote my name at the top of the page.
There you go. So everyone gets an XP.
I don't think I'm high as a kite, so no.
Yeah. Did you travel through at least one hex on the game map you hadn't before? Everyone gets a yes on that. Did you discover a new adventure site? That's the Hollows.
Oh.
So that's another point. Did you defeat one or more monsters? The Iron Abbots count as monsters.
Ooh.
Oh.
So
Okay.
monsters is
It was
just an
perfect.
adversary. So
Okay.
Okay.
there's another point. Did you find any treasure? No. No money was found. Did you build a function in your stronghold? No. Did you activate your pride? No one did. Did you suffer from your dark secret? Only Jen. Just
spent
at
my
all
money.
the teasing. Well, that was we
We're
count
just
that
gonna hand
pre-session.
you XP constantly for that.
fine.
My dark secret is owing the Rust money, so maybe in this instance that's why I was so apt to go up and start murder hoboing
Okay,
them. For
I'll
my own
allow it.
interest.
I'll
I don't
give
think
you.
I suffered from mine.
Okay, that's fair.
I think it affected how I acted, but I don't think it suffered from mine. I
If
don't
we're
know.
going suffered,
Or
then I
rather-
would probably.
Yeah,
take
we're
mine.
gonna go. It's very specifically. Did you suffer? So I
Okay.
think right now we're still at everyone's at 4.
Let's be real. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Did you
That's a
risk
murder
your
hobo.
life for another PC? Jake gets a point
Really?
for this.
Oh.
Do I?
Roughly, did you risk your life for another PC? No, but you did run off on your own
You did.
to try and save all of those
That's fair.
jesters and all those people. So
Alone.
alone. Jake, I'm going to give you a point for that.
Especially looking at the next one. That's kind of an
Did you
extraordinary
perform?
action.
Oh, yeah, it would be an extraordinary action. So, Jake, we'll move that 1 point. You get a point for your extraordinary action. So, what is it? Everyone
Going
gets.
after a Rust brother to protect
Yeah.
a bunch of debtors.
So what is that?
Nobody
Four.
actually protected another.
4 for everybody, 5 for Jake.
Okay.
Yep.
There's our XP. So, yeah. Also on the sheet I showed you, it tells you what you can use your XP on. There's no levels in this game. You just gain XP and you just buy
Neat.
upgrades and talents and stuff.
Bye, bye, bye.
Cold-blooded.
That would be one you might want to look at.
Cold-blooded.
I think everybody in this party is immediately slamming that cold-blooded down on the table.
Yeah.
Have to have
Never
5
again.
XP. So
Yeah.
only Jake can get it.
What?
Yeah.
5
Sorry,
points
two.
to buy talent. Yeah.
No, because
Oh.
we were Brendan, what did you say earlier? Because we
That
were
was-
old?
That's
we
reputation.
start with 2
Oh,
reputation, not
reputation.
experience. Yeah.
Because talents we
Oh,
should be
no.
we should be able to get one rank in something.
Learning is 3 XP. Sorry, I was looking at
Yeah,
skill.
because it's the rank that we want to learn multiplied by 3. So
Yeah.
we buy it for 3 XP
Yep.
Gotcha.
and a successful wits roll.
The skill you want to maintain multiplied by that's
I
skill
was
talents.
reading skills for some reason.
Yeah. So yeah, rank 1 in something only costs 3 XP.
Which also, and Jeff, correct me if I'm wrong, I think you also need to do something during like the next
have to
day.
roll
So you
a
actually have to
wit
like talk
roll.
to
Yeah,
somebody
that's
or
fair.
practice it or
Yeah, that's
I think we
that's-
just
you have to
practiced the
succeed
hell
in
out
wits
of
roll.
it.
We practice murder.
depending on what it is. Like you can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna level up in something that I haven't ever actually done. Like you have to like interact with
I
somebody or
took
learn
a
something.
spell. I don't know anything about magic. Look at
Yeah.
that.
You know what, Jeff? I think that you were magical tonight, so I feel as though you experienced that.
We're
Can I
all
just say
gonna
I went to
turn
a-
Say.
murdering each other tomorrow.
I just want to go to a store and like find a book and like read a book on how good it is to just murder people in cold blood, and that's how I learn it.
I would say your decision here to kill
Oh,
those 3
yes.
Iron Abbots would fulfill that requirement.
Oh,
She finds the book, and it's the history of the village. That
Yeah, you
was
basically
eaten.
just saw me tell a
by
bunch of
a
people to strip down and turn their backs to me. Then I just kind of wrote up and.
it's
Like, whoa.
The title of the
Okay.
book is The Great Orcish
the Great Orcish.
That's great.
Jeez.
it warns though that every person killed in cold blood likely had a child they were putting through college.
Always.
It is
always.
true.
Right?
Part of
True.
college, you know. You
Yeah.
just
Always
couldn't put that
child
loot down, and we told them there
That's
was no
just
future
canon.
in it.
Yeah.
Just canon.
That's how it works now.
Naturally.
Well, there
Colors
were
are
cannons
expensive
involved
these days.
sometimes. with
Yeah,
them.
probably.
Well, yeah.
All
So
right.
skills is either you use it or get taught it during a quarter day.
Okay.
For talents, it requires a quarter day of practice and a successful wits roll.
I see.
Okay.
Where can I find the general talents? Never mind. Got it. In there.
So I have to make a successful wits roll to learn a talent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can I roll that now?
Sure.
It requires a quarter day of practice, so you can practice while we're traveling.
Yeah.
So the cold-blooded we want is ranked. Sorry, the cold-blooded I want is rank 2. So I'm gonna have to wait a little bit to get that one.
But you
But
can still take rank 1.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Practice
coup de
murdering us
crap out
tomorrow.
of people.
Fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. Fun game. Plenty of studying to do. I'm glad character creation was a blast. We got a pretty cohesive group. I hope you all do plenty of swindling and stealing and crime.
It feels like we're heading straight towards that pretty much.
That's pretty much where we've been deviating.
Yeah.
I may just turn my merchant into a brawler, so that way, because he's adept at jumping over the counter and beating up bad customers.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. So I don't know. I ain't got anything else. This has been, I think I told Matt the name of the show is going to be Forbidden Defenders. We are the Defenders of Kobold. You can normally find us over on twitch.tv/Defenders of Kobold. Tune in tomorrow night at Notorious DMG, twitch.tv/Notorious DMG TV. You can check Jeff and I playing some first ed D&D ran by Bert. Monday, well, I'll let Jeff plug Monday here in a minute. Nothing on Tuesday. Wednesday on Defenders of Kobold, we're going to be playing some more Mutant Crawl Classics. We'll be back to Fallen Star for All. This coming Friday, we'll be over on twitch.tv/SwyanderRPG. We're going to be wrapping up our Bitter Harvest little playthrough. And Saturday, we'll be back next Saturday. We'll be back on Goodman Games, twitch.tv/Goodman Games Official for some more of our little DCC show, Danger Strangers. And we also have a zine you can buy. Dan Dies at the End, on sale, 50 cents, drive-through RPG. There it is. Jeff, if you want to give us a run through of...
Sure. So the big thing is on this channel on Mondays, every other Monday, I'm going to be running Vesson. And we got a couple people right now on the screen that are actually playing in that. So Chuck, Dan, and Melissa will all be in that game, plus a few of our other friends. So Vesson's a relatively new game. Just came out in the last couple months or so from Free League. It's a little more mystery driven, set in like the 1800s Scandinavia. So come check that out at 9 Central, and we'll be there every other week. It's be pretty fun. And then other Lollygagger stuff, like on Thursdays, every Thursday, we're on the Zweihander RPG Twitch channel. So you can catch myself, Melissa, Brendan, Jen as we play over there. And then we have some on-again, off-again Mutineer Zero games on our own Twitch channel. If you want to come check that out, twitch.tv/TheLollygaggers.
Yeah. There you go.
And in a couple weeks, we're starting something new.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to that.
Alien game coming at some point. Yeah. Whatever date that was. I don't remember.
21st.
21st.
That sounds right.
I'm going to be playing Frenchie.
We have Frenchie and Frosty.
Yep.
I think everyone should just be FR. Frenchie, Frosty, Frankie, Freddie,
Brendan.
Brendo.
I'll write a pre-made if you want somebody to play Brendan.
It's a good idea. We have like 3 people who haven't made characters yet. So
All right.
that's how it goes.
That's how it goes. That's all we got. So check out everything we're doing on Lollygaggers, Defenders of Kobold. You can also find us on Zweihander on Goodman Games. Find us back here many times in the future. So yeah, thanks for watching. And until we see you next time, start fires, do drugs, and wash your fucking hands. Deuces.
Thanks, everybody.
Oh, that's the wrong mouse. I got to use the other mouse to sign us off.
We got to keep waving.
We got to keep waving. Don't stop waving.